And let me go ahead. Boop. Ah, shit. Why is that the thumbnail? My bad. That shouldn't be the thumbnail. Bro, I was in a rush. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? What did I save it under? Ah, there we go. Okay, thank fuck. Snooze! Mateo! How you doing, Mateo? Ah, thank you for the penny. Thank you, man. But yeah, Mateo, how you doing, man? Oh, something I am gonna quickly try. Mateo. Doing good? Okay. What about you? I'm doing well. I found out some pretty great news. Snooze. What you want? One moment. So, you know Monster Hunter Wilds? They are adding in the option so that your Palico doesn't talk. Shut the fuck up. Alright, I'm gonna quickly do something. I'm just gonna type in. Hey! Yeah, I need to try something. But yeah, they have that is an option in the game, which is great. Okay. Why can't I? Okay, for some reason I'm not allowed to delete messages. I was okay with it. The truth is that they had that feature already ready. That's what they said. I believe it. But yeah. The funny part is that I'm probably gonna be playing with the human voices if I find them cute enough. I might do a thing where I hope they do this, where the Palico voices you can change to a different language to your voice. Now I can delete them. What the fuck? Wait, this is baffling. Now I can delete them. Huh? Yo, that's wild. What happened? Wait, this is baffling. Now why am I? Yo, this is insane. What is happening with this thing? Wait. It won't give me the option to. Let me unmod you and then I'll mod you. Just bear with. On mod. Mod. Sorry about that. Okay. That's very strange. Isn't that weird? Maybe it's gonna work now. I don't know. Let me know if it does. Or doesn't. But yeah, now I can. Still can't. Can you time people out? No? Huh? What is happening? That's so weird. I'm sorry about that, Mateo. Silksong? Yes. Yes, Silksong. Have faith. Eventually it'll be here. And hello, Raphael. Welcome. Maybe if I go mod view. How do you do that? How do you go mod view? Oh, that's how you do it. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Which, yeah, because I could still do it. Nintendo will be possibly, yeah. Sorry about that, Mattel. Okay, one time. Let me put it like this. That's very strange. Sorry about that. I do believe that the Nintendo event will be happening very soon, and I do believe that Silksong will be shown there. There we go. You restart Twitch. Okay. But yeah. I just thought that the Palico thing was quite cool. I am very excited to see what they're gonna do with that. Palicos are just the most adorable little things, and I love that you can customize them. The one thing they haven't confirmed yet is that you can't. They haven't confirmed whether or not you could customize a Sacred yet, and I'm very curious about that. At first, I'm gonna play with it with the voices, to see how it feels. You know, at first I thought I'd hate the hunter voices in Rise. You know, when they like say lines. At first I thought I'd hate that, but then I was like, oh, it's, you know, it's kind of fun because whilst the character still doesn't talk, and also they did say that that your hunter, their dialogue isn't, it's not like they have constant dialogue. They're very sparing, and they're just like very simple. They don't want to give personality to the hunter when you're the one who gives personality. Yeah, exactly. Like I think writing you off just inherently is dumb, because it could work, right? It could be like a really fun experience. Something I'm actually curious about is like Silksong. Is Silksong gonna have like some lengthy cutscenes in, like, you know, if a boss battle is about to occur, Hornet canonically can speak, right? So like, you know, is she gonna try and talk to something? But I find it funny that they added the option to disable it. Like, if it was, I think it's like really sweet that the Monster Hunter community is so passionate about these really strange things. Get good. Oh wait, what am I doing? But yeah, I do wonder if like, I do think it's gonna be quite interesting because like they did show, like, I believe in a gameplay demo, a gameplay preview for Silksong. Hornet can ask questions and stuff, and so I'm just curious, like, if that's gonna play much of a role or if it's just like mostly the same. When do you think the release date is gonna be announced for Monster Hunter Wilds? I think Gamescom has to be, right? I do think that it is likely that the game could come out June. I think it is likely that the game could come out June. If that was the case, then Game Awards. I just say this because of COVID and all this stuff. Like, I can imagine that the game could be delayed for whatever reason, in which case, like, everything would be moved up, like, by 3 months. So, I think it's going to come out in March. I do think it's going to come out in March, but I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out in June. That's my theory. That's my thinking, sir. I don't know. Capcom does love March releases. I mean, like, to be fair, March is, like, mostly a vacant time of year in terms of like game releases. Like, you'll get at least maybe one game, but like ever since World, I don't think anything wants to compete with Monster Hunter. Like, unless you're like, I don't fucking know, GTA, you don't want to compete with Monster Hunter. Or just or Resident Evil, for instance, right? Like, who the fuck wants to compete with that? It's just an insane task, right? Yeah, we're gonna 2025. Like, I am gonna say this. I think this might be the best 3-year streak of gaming history. Last year, we had one of the greatest years for gaming ever. Shut the fuck up about Game of the Year. I don't care about the Game of the Year, but shut the fuck up about the Game of the Year. Funnily enough, I actually don't think GTA will win Game of the Year. I think Game Awards typically will not. I don't think people want to award GTA Game of the Year. I just don't think it's the type of thing that gets awarded. The reason why I think you're delusional if you think so. Don't get me wrong, God of War was my Game of the Year when Red Dead came out, but God of War beat Red Dead. God of War beat Red Dead. an exclusive game, people really like those types of games. Like, if Sony announces another, like, Last of Us type game, they're winning. I think God of War is fantastic. I think it's a phenomenal game. I am not upset that it won. But, like, it's insane that it won, right? Like, just statistically speaking, there is no reason for God of War to beat Red Dead. Gameplay-wise, I think Red Dead isn't as good as God of War, like, in terms of feel, but, like, Red Dead is fucking phenomenal. But yeah, that's my point. After all these months, how do you feel about Baldur's Gate 3 winning the Game of the Year against Tears of the Kingdom? I'm fine with it. Honestly, I'm fine with it. Tears of the Kingdom is still a phenomenal game. Baldur's Gate 3 is a phenomenal game. It's got so many problems, but it's a phenomenal game. I love it. It's especially got problems on console, and I'm hoping they've patched it. I was like this past month, I was like, I'd like to have something that I could just go to like every once in a while whenever I'm feeling a little bored, you know, something where I could just play by myself and like not feel the stress of like beating it because I've already beat it. And I was like, Dragon Age Inquisition, and I was like, whilst I'm very excited for Dragon Age Veilguard, Dragon Age Inquisition is not my thing. And then I was like, oh, you know, maybe Baldur's Gate. It's like that some people weren't able to figure out how the final fight with the dragon worked. Shut the fuck up. It literally says aim for the head. They say aim for the head. Shut up. I'm embarrassed by that. Incredible fight though. Fucking visually beautiful. I really hope that the next Zelda game. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, and they were wrong. Yeah. I'm starting to realize that people don't actually know what they're talking about. I don't need to worry about spoilers. I never need to worry about spoilers. People don't know what they're talking about. The amount of times this happened. People would just argue. I'm right. You're both wrong, you fucks. Oh, sorry. I might. Thank you. There isn't a game event today. There's a game showcase we're going to be checking out. It's Indiana Jones. It was shown yesterday. We're going to be watching it in just a moment. Let me just pull up something. I saved it on my phone. I think this is, if I'm correct. But yeah, we're going to be checking it out. Oh, this is so fucking sick. Now this guy, now you guys may not care about this. I don't care. Shut up. Okay. Fellas, I'm a happy little fucking boy right now. I'm a happy little fucking boy. No. I mean, there was so many sick Dragon Age info, but one time, I'm a happy little fucking boy right now. Once again, just as a reminder, this here is Togashi, the person who made Hunter x Hunter. He was confirmed to be making Hunter x Hunter chapter 401 to 410. We knew that, like, ever since he confirmed he was working again. We were like, chapter 401, 410, sick. We're going to be getting a new volume, right? Which is essentially like a book, right? For anyone who doesn't know. My boy, my goat, then comes ahead and he says, chapter 411 started, basically. And obviously this here is a translation, but now he's saying chapter 412 started. Yes! My goat. I'm so happy. Yes, he posts like the same picture every day, pretty much. He posts the same picture. Like, he posts these sort of things so that he doesn't spoil the thing. But this makes me so... You don't understand. This guy was, like, so sick, he couldn't even get out of his bed. Like, he wrote, like, such a sad fucking story, which is like, It's a depressing human status to realize that you can't even go toilet anymore. I was like, oh my fucking god. To see him like, I don't know what his health is, and this is the thing. I don't think, respect him, exactly, right? I don't think that this is a case of like, oh, Takashi's coming back and he's gonna be releasing every week or, you know, monthly. I just think that it's like, maybe we're gonna be getting a case of like 10 chapters a year. He comes back, 10 chapters a year, that sort of thing. Maybe we'll be, if we're lucky, next year we'll get another 10 chapters. If we're even luckier, this year we'll get 20 chapters, right? Something like that. That would be so sick. I don't know what's happening. I'm just so happy to see like someone that's I consider to be like the greatest writer ever. Like I genuinely, this guy like gets me in tears with every page that he writes. But yeah, I'm just so happy that this is happening. I am the greatest writer of our generation. I am the greatest writer of our generation. Facts. Fuck you. But yeah, this makes me so fucking happy, bro. Like, he loves Gon and Killua. I love Gon and Killua. He's writing just the best story ever. This is like this is a more accurate translation. I'm working on a color illustration. Color illustrations, basically, yeah, this is the best news. He's working on a color illustration, which, if you don't know, a color illustration basically means that he's probably going to be releasing, I don't know, but so soon. So soon. He's doing like a front cover, basically. Oh, I'm so excited, bro. Number 412 started. I am in the process of assigning work to my assistant and inserting character dialogues into manga panels. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Sorry, I know you guys aren't like manga guys and you don't know Hunter x Hunter, but quite literally the best, the GOAT. Yeah. I mean, like, bro, when Toriyama passed, no, we love Hunter. Good. When Toriyama passed, that's Dragon Ball's creator, I was devastated. You know, we had Moira's passing a few years ago, who made Berserk. We had the passing of the Yu-Gi-Oh mangaka, for those of you who don't know. And he died like a Chad, by the way. Like, he was an actual fucking legend, where two people were, like, basically in a whirlpool, and he went and saved them. So he's a fucking hero, as well as a fucking legend. But yeah. It's in my top 3 animes and mangas. Respect. Respect. It's fucking amazing. But yeah. Mangakas have like, they die. I believe there was a stat that said like most mangakas die like 20 years before the average population in Japan. And it's like, when you think about it, you're like, these guys are making like picture books, right? Why are they suffering? And then you have some people who go, you know, they shouldn't be complaining. I would do 9 to fuck, kill yourself, yeah. But like people are going through like a lot of fucking struggles, and it's incredibly dumb because it's like, yeah, you know, it is valid to go, it's picture books, why are they fucking killing themselves over it? But that's just the industry that they're in, right? It is so fucking stupid to say that. It's both stupid to say that and stupid that it happens, right? It's like, yeah, like I would like to live in a world. I mean, yeah, Mappa is an animation studio. I know you haven't watched it, Mateo, but I'm sure you've heard of it. JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's very famous. Basically, like, that had a controversy where season 2, phenomenal season, looks beautiful, looks so gorgeous, and like genuinely every episode looked movie animation quality almost, right? And those guys were being like, they were getting episodes done like just the day before. Like ridiculous things. The amount of people saying like, I haven't been home in like 6 weeks. It's like, what do you mean, bro? You know. And then some fucking dickhead always loves to come in and say some stupid shit. Well, why don't they find another job? Yeah, all right, fucking prick. How about this? I starve you out, and we'll see what happens to you, you dumb fuck. You stupid fuck. Oh, they're doing all this for like, what, 10 pounds? Oh, why were they doing this? Because 10 pounds is better than 0 pounds, you stupid fuck. I swear, when this shit happens, I almost start sounding like a fucking, like a communist. Oh shit. They can go kill themselves. It's so stupid, bro. It's so stupid. And then, you know, like, whenever something bad happens in the movie industry, people go, well, why should I care? They're doing movies. That's whatever. It's like, bro, do you not understand the problem here? People who are doing a luxury career, not a job, a career, are getting fucked over in their field. A career, they're getting fucked over. Imagine what's happening to people who are doing just 9 to 9s, right? Imagine what's happening to like oil workers and shit like that. If movie stars are getting fucked over, imagine what they're doing or going to do to people who are regular people. It's so easy to understand. But yeah, anyway, that was a tangent. Sorry. I just get so fucking vexed. I did get a comment once on Albert not too long ago. I was shitting on them, bro. I want to fucking strangle them. I'm not gonna lie. That's people who have zero understanding of how this world works. Exactly, because it's not isolated events, right? It's not isolated events. You know, why do teachers deserve to have to live? Is basically what they say, right? I'm sorry, a McDonald's employee is not a skilled employee. Motherfucker, you try flipping hamburgers all day. Go ahead. I'd love to see you try. I'd love to see that bitch try. Right? Fucking having oil spit on your hand. It's hot as fuck. Steam blowing on your face. You have to serve like 1,000 fucking people a day. Right? Tell me how that's easy. Like, I'm sorry. I've worked in pretty much every field that I can think of. Like, every like low entry job to average entry job. I've worked some high entry jobs and stuff like that. I've worked in pretty much like every sort of field. I've done retail. I've done like general customer service, like phone calls and stuff. I've done all this shit. I'm telling you for a fact, like all of those jobs are way fucking harder than middle entry and advanced entry jobs. Bro, fuck that luxury restaurant. Working at a hotel was a fucking nightmare. Working at a hotel was a fucking nightmare. I am not kidding. Just straight up, just fuck these guys. They're all pieces of shits. Teachers in Greece work in such bad conditions. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they fucking do. Because like even in England, for instance, right? We're seen as having like, oh, we have a more suitable. We respect teachers and stuff like this. There's this whole lie that this country respects and like offers opportunities to teachers and helps them. They get fucked over. Now, when I was in school, it was a lot better. So I'm very grateful for my situation. But when like I know people who went to school during COVID, and I'm sure some of you may very well be in that situation, or you know people in that situation. The amount of like fucked up things that happen, not only to the students, but I'm sure to the teachers who are suffering, having to deal with all this stupid shit. It's so peak. And yes, this is an ice ball. But yeah. My mom is a teacher, and yep, exactly. Your mother, wow, okay, we've got two mother teachers. Yeah, I'm sure you guys see it firsthand how much it sucks. How much it fucking sucks. Like, and the crazy part is, right, that for some reason this country, I'm sure for you guys it's even, you also know, or maybe it's worse. But in this country, we have this fucking awful thing where we treat teachers like they're privileged. Oh, they work. Oh, they get like free school. They get all these holidays off. No, they don't. I don't think you know what holidays are. You stupid fuck. You think a holiday is just because kids aren't in school? No, that's not how it works. And I'm just talking about like, it's fucking awful. Sorry, my voice. Oh my god. I'm a lot better now, but my voice is like sometimes cracked. Like, finally someone who seems to get it. Like, it's shit, bro. Like, my friends, like some of them, their parents were like teachers or nurses, for instance. Like, I was also, when you're a stupid kid, you're also under the assumption that like, oh, a teacher goes home and it's like, no, they don't get that luxury. right? Obviously, there are some benefits. Like, obviously, there are some benefits, right? Like, yeah, sure, but it mostly sucks. When my mother first chose the job, it was one of the best you could get, but now they get minimum wages, have to do extra hours many, many times. It's awful. That fucking sucks, bro. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. I hope your mother can find something more sustainable and more helpful towards her. Yeah, I can imagine it's incredibly stressing. Like, the crazy part is that people, my favorite one is like, all they have to do is deal with children all day. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how hard that is? Fuck. Like, why do kids have to exist? They're just there to complain about everything. The facts. Bro, that is tough. Like, I look back at when I was a kid, and the fuck happened there? I look back when I was a kid, and it's like, what the fuck happened in this? Like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I must have been the most, and like, I remember there was this teacher. Basically, when I was in school, I was actually pretty bad at maths. I really struggled at maths, as in like, the best I could get was a D. I don't know if how that translates to you guys. The best I could get a D, which was a pass, but barely, right? It was a pass, but barely, in the way that like you technically did pass, but it's seen as a failure on paper. Like, as in people will see that and go, okay, you failed. And me and my friend, we were like, we need to do better. The teacher that we had really wasn't, they weren't great for us, right? I'm sure they're a good teacher, but they weren't great for us. So we literally went to the next door teacher, and we asked her if she'd be able to assist us in any way. And I don't understand, like, because once again, when you're a kid, you're thinking just purely of yourself. And this was like for GCSEs, right? I don't know what that translates for you guys. Once again, a secondary school, you know, you're 15, 16, whatever the fuck. And I basically had to, I basically asked the teacher, and then she was like, you know what? You guys come to me after school. If you guys are willing to do after school, I will gladly teach you. Right? And then I was like, we turned up, and she would teach us straight up for an hour of just like helpful information. And she genuinely had just helped us. And we passed like very well. Right? We passed really easily. That was so kind of her. I can't even imagine the amount of stress that she had to undergo on top of all this shit, right? Granted, some teachers don't give a shit about students and they'll just do the minimum to comply, but that happens in every job. Anyone who says like, what about the bad teachers? Like, it reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know, you know, Matt Damon. He was asked about this. He was basically asked about, what about the bad teachers? And he was like, his mother's a teacher. And then he just responds, basically this guy's like with a camera saying this. It's like, well, what if you're a shit camera guy? Do you deserve rights then? I was just dying. It's like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, there are some dog shit teachers. There are dog shit people in every job. They should still exist to some degree, right? Like, if we can minimize in some degrees, sure, yeah. But I don't understand why that needs to happen with teachers. You know, I find that so dumb. But yeah. Also, some students think teachers enjoy it every time they fail student, but it's actually the opposite. I'm sure it is. Yeah, like, you know, a part of it comes from like movies where like the evil teacher. It's like people start to get in their heads that this is a genuine thing, that teachers are like trying to get you. It's weird. Because you start to question yourself and your skills. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once again, there are definitely bad teachers in the world. But saying there are bad teachers in the world is like, you know, yeah, sure. There are bad people in the world. I love that clip and you paraphrasing it. Thank you, fake Matt Damon. I'll show this for anyone who's actually... We'll jump into the thing in just a moment, but... I'll show this for anyone who's curious. It's very funny to me. It's very, very funny.
Actor Matt Damon has a soft...
let me go.
In acting, there isn't job security, right? There's
This is Matt Damon's mother. She's a teacher. I'm hiding the words.
incentive to work
and
hard
hey, Guts,
and be a better
welcome, man.
actor, because you want to have a job. So why isn't it like that for teachers?
You think job insecurity is what makes me work hard?
Well, you have an incentive to work harder, but if there's
I
job
wanna be an
security,
actor. It's not an incentive. That's the thing. See, you take this MBA style thinking, right? It's the problem with ed policy right now. There's this intrinsically paternalistic view of problems that are much more complex than that. It's like saying a teacher is going to get lazy when they have tenure. A teacher wants to teach. I mean, why else would you take a shitty salary and really long hours and do that job unless you really love to do it?
Oh wait, show it. Don't skip it. Don't skip it. Don't know why this showed. Okay. Wait, yeah. This is my favorite part.
10% that are bad though. 10% of teachers are bad.
Where'd you get that number?
I don't know. 10% of people in any profession maybe should think of something else.
Well, okay, but I mean, maybe you're a shitty cameraman. I don't know.
It's such a great response. It's such a great response. Maybe you're a shitty cameraman. Why the fuck are you talking? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, but anyway. It's great. I love Matt Damon. But yeah, it's such a brilliant way to put it. 10% of teachers are bad. And then he immediately cowers. Well, 10% of anyone is bad. It's like, yeah. Sure. That's what happens. That's people. Wokus Media Berry strikes again. God. I'm so sorry, guys. How do I make you? Actually, I'm so sorry. Let me just play a quick song. I don't know what the fuck this is. Fuck. There we go. How about you buy my Bugatti? I literally had to type in, and I'm not joking with you. I was like, I don't know what you would call this type of music. I literally had to type in "cool guy's song that plays TikTok." That's how little I know. Put some silent. Oh. All right. I was trying to find that one that goes down, you know, the really slow-paced one. Okay, we are gonna check out the Indiana Jones one. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That's what it's called. What do you guys think of that name? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Pending.
Oh, the Drive soundtrack. Fuck. It would get me, especially on YouTube. It would. Are you talking about Hero? I think you're talking about Hero, right, Guts? I'll play it for like 2 seconds. I'll play it. Are you talking about Hero? A real hero? Fuck the YouTube stream. Yeah, amen, brother. Is that what you're talking about? I need to know before I click it. Nightwalker. Oh shit. How about Nightwalker? Okay. Oh, you mean Night Call? Night Call. If you're gonna dance, take it off. All right. Oh! Oh, it's so good.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel.
Oh, it's so good, bro. It's so good. It's literally impossible to not fucking groove. Just honest. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll just walk at night, play music like this. And Olivia Rodrigo, of course. I need to listen to Billie Eilish's new album. I've listened to Chihiro. Fucking banger.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel.
Alright, enough of that. I'm not lying though. I'm not lying that actually change the stream category to banger. Everyone here should watch Drive again, and everyone should just play this song like in the middle of night, or just on a walk, or if you can, like on a drive. Bro, that first scene is just fucking 20 out of 10. That first scene is just a 20 out of 10. That and like a Whiplash might be my two favorite indie films. But yeah, I know that you need to rewatch that movie again. The idea of the first scene just being entirely set inside this car, can never see what's happening outside, just seeing him do this one job, it's so fucking interesting. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Also, if anyone checks out, be aware it's not an action movie. Yes, it's not an action movie. It's a drama with a bit of action. And the action's very good, but it's not an action film. It's very artsy. It's very beautiful. It's amazing. It's more love story than anything in a lot of ways, right? Yeah, very good. It's fire. It is fire. All right, let's check out the Indiana Jones thing. We got ourselves in the right mood. Should I play that like what's that game where you run and then you move left and right? It's just that the endless runner game. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm already depressed. Come on, have faith.
Welcome back to the official Xbox podcast, the only podcast
I already
coming
was,
to you
but
from
you know,
inside
okay.
Xbox. And all this
That's
week,
fine.
we've been diving deep into the games you've seen at the Xbox Game
All right.
Showcase. And if you missed one from earlier in the week, don't worry. Be sure to check them out at youtube.com/Xbox.
How about this? This will make you
Spotify,
happy.
or wherever you download your podcast. And this week, we are wrapping up in a massive way. Joining us today are Jörg Gustafsson and John Jennings, joining us remotely from Machine Games in Sweden, beautiful Sweden, to talk to us about that new trailer for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Gentlemen,
Raphael, this isn't a game showcase. This isn't like a proper event. This is just for Indiana Jones. Imagine they leak some Murray. That's what we were telling you. It's just Indiana Jones today. Sad times. This is Raphael right now. This is Raphael.
Disappointed!
All right, let's go. I think we'll get Silksong.
How are you doing today?
That's my
Yeah,
theory.
pretty good. Nice to be
It's
here.
good, thank you.
I mean, I imagine you all are feeling great coming off the showcase. Everyone's excited to see more about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So we're going to get into all of
This motherfucker looks like the villain.
that, the inspiration for the game, the plot, the gameplay, all of it in just a little bit. But we're going to start off by telling us a little bit about
Me as a
who
world
you are,
track
what you
kills
do on
me.
the team. John, let's start with you.
Yeah, my name is John Jennings. I'm production director at Machine Games.
And my name is Jarek Gustafsson. I'm the game director at Machine Games.
Do you guys like the Wolfenstein
nice to
games?
meet
Have
you
any
all.
of you
Yeah,
played them?
we're so excited to have you all here again to talk about the game.
They're the people who made Wolfenstein, if you
in
don't
just
know.
a second, but
No.
let's start with talking about.
Apparently
the new
they are
trailer
like
for the game that
excellent
premiered at the
games. I
showcase.
know the
One, tell
most
us-
recent one was controversial because it was forced to be online and stuff like that. But they do make great games. So like that is the thing that gives me some confidence that this game will be good, even though I don't think it looks particularly special. So like stuff like that is like what's giving me a little bit of hope in terms of what this game is going to be. Obviously, a lot of people, including myself, were expecting this game to be like Uncharted, right? You're lying. Wow. I don't believe you. Why? The fuck? How dare you? But yeah. What's
a little bit about what went into it and how you're feeling post showcase.
I feel, obviously it's exciting.
this? I'm very excited for the puzzle stuff. I think that's gonna be fun. Gaslight,
Gate.
Gatekeep, Girl Boss, Ubu. Go Queen! Go! That's me.
Anything else in the game now, when we're getting closer to the final phase of development. So these beats, when we get to share our work with the world, is very exciting for us. And the best part for me is to see the engagement from the team, sharing reactions, comments, and articles. All of these.
I
things. It
really
just makes
like
us
this
all more
side of the game.
motivated,
Like just
just to
naturally,
do a
I
great
like the
game,
sort of
which
environment.
we will.
Whenever
It kind of reminds me of, like Return of Edith Finch, for instance, like a fun little puzzle game. I think that might be the funnest part of the game for me. I know Edith Finch wasn't a puzzle game, but you know what I mean, like that vibe. I'm curious more about like what's gameplay gonna be like in that regard. You know what I mean?
the trailers come out, it's one of the most exciting things for me is just seeing the energy that hits the team, the enthusiasm. We put so much love and energy into the things we show, and getting to actually share it with the world is always great. You just get a big buzz and lift in the team's energy after that, which is great.
Like you said, I imagine like working on a game for years and finally getting that feedback from the fans and the excitement, all the passion that you poured into it. I actually want to dive into passion real quick, because on your website, on Machine Games website, it says that you only make games that you're passionate about, which is something that as a player, you want your creators to feel. And so what was it about Indiana Jones where you were like,
oh, thank you. If we are kind, if we are kind, they want.
Let's go out.
If we're kind, they won't bot spam us.
This makes us
I think I'll never click with an Indiana Jones game. Is there a reason why? I mean, like Uncharted. You didn't like Uncharted in the first place. That would make sense.
passion. Like, we are excited to like tackle such an iconic franchise.
I think it goes for pretty much everything we do. Obviously, it's very important for us to have or to work with games.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, people were expecting this game to be a third-person game, including myself. They were expecting this to be like Uncharted, and then they came out and said, "We're not gonna be Uncharted. We're gonna be our own thing." The thing is, I do feel bad for Machine Games, but I also feel like this is a problem with Xbox, because people are looking for something that is a competitor to a Sony title, and they haven't had anything that is a competitor, and so people are just kind of waiting for them to make something that is like something that will compete in that way, just to some degree, right? Something that is like the big emotional story, and now we're getting a game that may very well be excellent, who knows, but it doesn't look like it's an Xbox competitor in that way. Not a fan of Indiana. That city sucks. I don't like Uncharted either, but I've always disliked the Indiana movies. I like the Indiana Jones movies. I think they're good. The first three, at least. I think they're solid. I respect you too much to be hurt by the
That that we feel very passionate about, and because it's this
Any of you guys do any of you guys like not love but just like the original Star Wars films? I'm curious.
type
Not the new ones or the prequels. I'm talking about the original. Did any of you enjoy those films? Fuck you, Guts.
of industry we're in when it's where we focus so much on the creative aspects of things. So we really want to make sure that whatever we do, it's something that the team can really.
No, but I always hated those movies. I know. The thing is that I appreciate those films. I'm not a fan of them. I think they're good. The second movie is genuinely good. Like, to me, the second movie is actually a good, solid film that you can enjoy. The first movie, The New Hope, is like, the third movie's like fun, but it's also, and then the rest just suck. So I always found it weird how much people adore those films. Considering to me, it's like, most of them are bad, Like, especially now with the new trilogy. But even removing that, the prequels are just fucking awful. They were terrible. They were like embarrassing movies, bro.
Feel strong about and make sure that the team feel very motivated in building. So I think all of that is super important to us to make sure that we have the right projects lined up for the future. And Indiana Jones is a fantastic brand and such a classic adventure game.
Give me a genuine answer. Would you guys be more interested in this if it was third person? Genuine. I'm actually curious.
So it's just
No. Okay. What about Raphael and Guts? I'm curious. Yes. Okay. And why is that? Because first person combat sucks. Okay. I understand. So if it was more just a traditional first person shooter, I only care about Silksong. There are more things in the world. How about this? If Hornet was a first person game, would you like it? But yeah, third person. You sound like a drug addict, bro.
It's an honor to be able to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't want to work on an Indiana Jones game?
Right.
It's just-
Exactly.
I mean, like everyone is like excited about it, but because it has this like rich history and pop culture and everything. And so, let's just jump into it. Let's talk about the trailer.
Okay.
Can you give us a little
I'm
bit
curious
of an
about this.
overview of the overall storyline in Indiana Jones and
If
the
the
Great
game's
Circle?
fun, the game's
Like,
fun,
what's the
right?
central
I don't think
conflict for-
I know for a fact this game won't be bad. I just don't know if it will be good. Great. I just don't know if it will be great. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it'll be fun. It may not be my thing, but I think it's gonna be good. Do you think we're getting Zelda remaster in this Zelda? Oh fuck. Oh, okay. This is a question for Guts. I do think. I think that if it here's my speculation. If they announce like a Nintendo Switch 2, it'll be something like Wind Waker or a Twilight Princess. If they announce something like a if they don't announce a Nintendo Switch 2, I'm expecting another pixel art remaster game. Something a lot shorter, something a lot smaller to be remastered. That's my speculation. I think if you're gonna release Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, you want to release it with a first party, with a release date console. Twilight Princess, yeah. A lot of people would want Wind Waker. Twilight Princess, I think you'd need to change a lot though, right? Nah, because they didn't change it much with Skyward Sword apparently. Like they just made that game feel better. And I actually have a belief. I don't think there's a single Zelda game that's actually bad. I don't think there's a single Zelda game that's actually bad. I just think that there are some Zelda games that are underwhelming in comparison. Right, that's my personal belief. I really feel like most Zelda games. I really feel like all the mainline Zelda games are genuinely fantastic. Zelda 4 Sword Adventure. I'm not sure what that is. Let's check that out. Zelda 4. Never seen this in my life. Is this a mainline sort of game? Oh, is this like a spin-off? Like, okay, I'm not gonna count that. I'm not gonna count that. Because it looks to be more like a Castle Crashers-esque game. Is that true? Is that right? What Zelda ever made? I've never played that.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Like, what's the central conflict for, or quest that players will embark on?
So the story kicks off when an ancient relic is stolen from the college where Indiana Jones works.
Yeah, kind of. Okay.
He's determined to track down the thief, and in the stumbles
Did you like Tomb Raider?
into this ancient conspiracy involving the theory of the Great Circle, as we call it. This is a Great
Yes.
Circle is a strange
Why do you like Tomb Raider and not Uncharted then? I'm curious about that. Because Uncharted is inspired. Well, I say Uncharted is inspired by Indiana Jones. Uncharted is definitely more inspired by Tomb Raider than Indiana Jones. Right? Like, Nathan Drake is pretty much just a male Lara Croft, right? So I'm just curious, like, what is it about Lara Croft that you like? Tomb Raider that you like that you don't necessarily like about Uncharted? That's my question.
alignment of ancient sites around the globe and a set of mysterious artifacts connected to it. But Indy isn't the only one.
The game is graphically very impressive. Like this sort of stuff isn't a surprise.
Scoring the world for these artifacts, believing that they hold some kind of power, and to stop them, there's only one thing he can do, and that is to.
Uncharted was slower story-wise and gameplay-wise. Are you comparing this to the newer reboot of Tomb Raider or the older ones, or what?
And that's a very
And which Uncharted would you compare it to?
high level setup of
the older one. Okay. That I don't really know how to really follow up with that. That's a quite an interesting point. So you think you would enjoy, like, if Indiana Jones started off with a bang, very quick pace, very fast, had really I do think the whip gameplay might be fun. I'm more I know for a fact that the gun gameplay is going to be good because machine games do good gun gameplay. I just wonder how the melee combat in general is going to be fun. I think I still can't with Indiana Jones. That's fair. I'm definitely going to give it a shot. Once again, like, I would love to be proven wrong in terms of I think that this game will be good. I think it's going to be, like, fun. I just don't think I'm going to love it. I would love to play it and then find out that it's one of my favorite games, right? Who the fuck wouldn't want that? To me, it's more. I actually think that the thing that I want to see more of, and not see more of, the thing I want to experience more in the game is the puzzle elements. I'm just very curious about that.
Of the story for the game.
I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. Now, there's so many different ways, as you mentioned, that you could go with Indiana Jones. What was it about the Great Circle narrative that drew you to, like, wanting to explore that kind of theme a little bit more?
It actually started with an idea from Todd Howard. He had been thinking for years about creating a story around the concept of the Great Circle.
Not making Skyrim.
When we got this opportunity to work on it,
he's just there like, guys, what if we remade Skyrim again? Let's do it.
Like I said, it's this mysterious anchor.
Let's re-release.
It
Come
also
on.
spans the world, which is a great thing. It's just this perfect starting point
We
for
need
a
a-
trotting narrative. Where
Dear
in a
God.
way the course
Dear
was
God.
already in a way set for us. And exploring.
Can we get a spear in the next one, please? Can we get a spear in the next Elder Scrolls? Please? Hey, PN, how you doing? Welcome. I want a spear. I just want spears. Give me a good spear.
The meaning of the Great Circle and how we could use it for an intriguing story.
How's it going, PN? We're checking out the Indiana Jones gameplay showcase. I don't know if you're interested in Indiana Jones as a franchise or this in general. A spear won't make... I'm not talking about this game. I'm talking about Elder Scrolls 6. It's just stupid to me. How the fuck do you have... fantasy stories? I'm sorry. I'm so fucking vexed by this. Why do... They never have a spear, bro. There's no fucking spear. It's... What the fuck happened? Guys, I got sucked into the green screen vortex, okay? Yeah, I'm sure they'd add more weapons and stuff like that. I just find it annoying. It's just weird to me, because it's like, all these fucking fantasy stories, no spears, no pole arms, where's their halberds? Bro, come on. Give me a good weapon set. Could you imagine an Elder Scrolls game with combat that feels and looks like chivalry? Spears are underrated. I'm doing alright. I just killed the huge puppet thing you meet before going to the hotel to talk to Chappelle. Hey, congrats. Sick, okay. So you're still like early on into the game. Okay. I hope you have a ton of fun. Are you enjoying it? You never thought about it until you mentioned it. About like chivalry-esque combat. Oh, bro, that would be so fun. I actually think chivalry really does nail that sort of like. Oh, I'm talking about spears in games. Oh, I do think chivalry-esque combat is the best way to go. It took me like 4 tries. It was fun though. Okay, good. It doesn't matter how long it takes you, as long as you're having fun. The game is tough. It's actually a lot tougher than most like FromSoft. I would say it's tougher than most Souls games in that way. But good luck. We wish you the best. I'm sure you'll do fine. You'll probably just ease into it. But yeah, I want more spears in games. I want more halberds. I'm just so tired. And they're always the same fucking sword. They always have the same design. If they look different and unique, I wouldn't complain. The fact that they look the same. Thank you. I'm hoping to get better. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the only thing I would say is just, you know, explore the area. You're gonna be fine. The one problem I do have with Souls games in general is that I do wish that there was a better conveyance of what is a good stat to put towards in information. The only thing I would say, PN, is like the only thing I would that I think is actually important is to level up some of your capacity, which is your weight. Capacity is very useful in the game, as well as like, you know, it's a neat little thing that will allow you to get more hits. Just gonna say that. Just make sure that you're always light and stuff like that. That's my only bit of advice. I'm just keeping it vague because obviously you should experience it as much as you want. And fun, yeah, of course. They sometimes forget about the magic side and just go for the most basic spell. I am so sick of bro, magic is like, fuck, it should be the coolest thing ever, right? It should be the coolest thing. Dragon's Dogma 2 had so many problems and they really did diminish some of the sick magic spells. They really did diminish some of the sick magic spells. But yeah, the animations were sick and also they were fun and interesting, right? If you're a mage, I want meteors to be flying on the ground. But yeah. Okay, you were leveling capacity. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna do well. Let me know how it goes though. I need to give that game another try. DD2. I am disappointed with it. Yeah, I am disappointed with it. I still want the game to come out with a big update that changes a lot of the fundamental shit, because it's got huge issues. It's got some really big issues. I can imagine you were so hyped about it. Yep. I still think that there's a lot of great promise in these games. I also just feel like this game has confirmed a lot of my issues. One, I genuinely just want Capcom. I really just want Capcom to lean into making a proper RPG world. Not this. I really don't think that the pawn system is good enough to justify it. I don't want the pawn system back. Just the truth. I just want it gone. I'd rather they make their own big RPG world akin to, like, you know, their version of a Final Fantasy with their version of fun and cute and whimsy. Yes, no rest for the wicked. I'm holding off just because I've heard about performance issues and, you know, the game is very early and I want to play Hades. I just haven't had time to, but Hades would be amazing to play. I'd love to play Hades, but I also think I kind of want to wait for the full release of the game. I think I want to wait. I'm super excited to eventually play that as well. But yeah. But Dragon's Dogma, once again, it has so many cool features. How much gameplay did you see of Hades 2? You know when we watched like a bit of that gameplay that the directors showed off? I watched like maybe like 2 or 3 more gameplay videos, but other than that, I don't know any bosses. I don't know any weapons. I know no characters. I'm very happy about this. The only thing I know is that there was a controversy that, like, you know, certain characters were black or some, like, as if Hades 1 didn't have like gods in the first place. It was stupid, but that's the only thing that I'm aware of. I saw this one, some stupid shit. Yeah, that's all I know, aside from like the simple shit of like, you know, you play as Melanoe and you're gonna fight Titan, Kronos, sorry. That's pretty much all I know. Anyway, let's check this out some more. Yeah, nice wallpaper. It does look like it.
The way the course was already in a way set for us. And
I really like looking at a
meaning
concept
of the
art.
Great
I think it's so
Circle and how we
pretty.
could use it for an intriguing story has been really fun as well. It's, you know, especially the process of figuring out why the bad guys are pursuing the truth about it and why Indy is trying to stop them. And this specifically is something that we always put a lot of effort into.
Oh, you have the 2 art books of Last of Us. That's sick. The Last of Us. I've seen some of the pictures. Some of the coolest things is seeing like the early designs of what they thought clickers should look like and stuff like that. I thought that was super interesting. You have the books of Tears of the Kingdom. No fucking way. Oh man, I would love to get that, but they do cost, don't they? They cost quite a bit, right? I would love to get them though.
Just the goal of tying the story to our.
I really would love to get, and they are very, very, very expensive. I would really love to get the like FromSoft art books, just because I think FromSoft might have the best art direction. FromSoft and Monster Hunter, in my opinion, just they're such beautiful games. I would love to get their art books, but they do cost quite a bit. I got them as a gift, so I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hero's own personal journey.
Even the decision to do first person, right? For example.
Yeah,
Hero's own.
I am gonna say that I think this is a little weird. I find this a little strange that they would do this. I don't understand what the point is of having a first person game,
to do first person,
but then having third person for stuff like this. It's weird to me. Like I just don't get it.
For example, and really,
you know how I'm pretty sure Skyrim had this at one point. They might have added a mod in. They should leave first person just for sure. I don't even agree with that. I think if you want to go first person, because like for example, Skyrim is first person, right? It's just more of like, I would rather just stick to the first person instead of forcing the third person mode in weird situations like this. I just find that very strange to me. It's like it's almost like the game realizes the limitations of first person, and yet it just wants to stay first person, you know? Yeah, I'm aware you can play both third and or first. But I was gonna say in Skyrim, I remember when I first played it, they might have added this, they might have like changed this now, but I'm pretty sure you were forced to ride your horse in third person. And I remember finding that really stupid. I remember finding that really annoying. I might be insane, but I'm correct, right? You're saying, wait, you play Skyrim in third person? You play... You're the fucking one who says, oh, what's wrong with first person? You know what's wrong. You know what's wrong. The more action-y a game is, the harder it is to make third person good. Like, unless you play like Chivalry, which does a great job with this, it's very difficult to do third person melee combat well. First person melee combat well. Dying Light 2 did a great job with this. Skyrim is not even an action game. Don't get me wrong. Like I like having the option. I like what Rockstar does. They release a game, it's third person, and then they'll release a first person patch later on, and you can play it and experience it in first person, but the game is clearly designed for third person. Skyrim is an action game. It's an action game. It's not a good one, but it's an action game. Okay? You can't say it's not.
Facing the player as they are Indiana Jones. We'll talk about that maybe a little bit later, but exactly what you said, like, those kind of narrative decisions and making sure the player feels like Indiana Jones is pivotal to that, and making it authentic.
Like they did with RE8 with the DLC. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the game felt so much better in third person. I never liked how first person how first person or how the first person looked in RE8 though. The third person clearly isn't like the best visually, but it feels so much better. Seeing the enemies on your left and right and stuff like that, being able to see them all. You meant you don't like the way third person look. I think that's fair. Gameplay wise, it feels better in my opinion. Obviously, I would obviously like during the horror segment with the baby. That's a moment you want to experience first person. I'm pretty sure it even forces you in first person, right? I might be wrong, but that is a moment you want to experience in first person. That would ruin it if you experienced it in third. But yeah, I think that's perfectly valid because obviously it wasn't designed for that. But at the same time, the mannequin thing, the mannequin gameplay in the DLC. I fully agree that the DLC is nowhere near is not the justified, but that mannequin content might be some of the best content RE's ever made, in my opinion. At least horror wise, that might be some of the funnest, like most intense moments in RE. I fucking loved it. I played basically I played the first half of RE8 in first person. And then basically I played the first half mostly in first person. Then after the baby moment, I played it all in third person. Babe, it was sometimes like I remember you would sometimes tell me, oh, you should switch to first person for this moment, and sometimes I would. But yeah, that's basically what I would do. The DLC is entirely third person. You can't go to first person. Why'd you do that? You can't go to first person. In the DLC, if you remember that. You were backseating. You were. How dare you? But yeah, the DLC forced you to play it in third person, and also just guaranteed, without a doubt, the next game will be a third person title. Just it will be. I 100% guarantee you it will be third person. What do you mean it most likely won't? You think it'll be first person game? No, third. Okay, yeah. I think it would be really cool if they added a first person option. I think that would be neat. But I am not expecting it. Especially if you play as Leon. I like cutscenes that aren't first person. I understand why they have them. Like, for example, Cyberpunk does a great job with the first person mode in it. Cyberpunk's first person cutscenes are very well done. I prefer seeing my character though. I just think it adds a layer. When I play Avowed, which I will play on stream, I am going to be playing it in third person exclusively. Like sometimes I like to switch to first person so that, just to see like environments, because it's kind of fun. Like to, you know, that you know when you're climbing the mountain in Skyrim, where you get the dragon shouts and stuff like that. I always love to experience that in first person, because visually the game just looks so beautiful there, right? Like, it's such an old game, but it just looks gorgeous. That mountain shot, the snow, doing the first dragon shout, everything there is such a phenomenal experience in first person, and was clearly designed and tailored for first person. But like most of the time, I like to see my character. I feel more emotion to it. Yeah, but third person in Skyrim in general is just better, right? The big problem though with a game that is designed for first person that has a third person option. Okay, I need to pull this out. Basically, the way it works is that if you have a third person game, you will see an entrance like this. This would be the door. How do I do a line? So basically, this here will be a door. And here, you'll have your character. The reason why this needs to be massive is because in a third person, you need to account for the camera. So, the camera needs to account for all this shit. And so that means that it needs to be big enough so that this doesn't like glitch through. The problem with like first person games is that obviously when you are the camera, the game can be like this and literally just have a player like this because you are the camera. Hey, Raphael. But like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So like, to me, it's one of these things where like sometimes in Skyrim, you do get this feeling where you play in third person, but everything around you is so fucking tiny because the game was designed for that first person perspective. Climbing that mountain was nowhere near as visually beautiful in third person as first person because the mountain was designed to look big in first person. Yes, I mean like in a shooter, first person is best. This is why like most people love to play bow and arrow builds in Skyrim, right? They are the most fun. Like whilst I still don't love it, I won't complain that much about Fallout and Starfield being first person titles because shooting in first person in general feels better, right? Like obviously, and I would still prefer to have that third person perspective, but that's just a me thing. It's fine if it's not, but that's just the sort of stuff that you need to consider when making these types of games.
Can you talk a little bit more about the prep? Obviously, this is a IP that
you played Fallout in first person. Yeah, I mean like I played Fallout in first person, and then when you're on camp, sometimes you'll go into third person and do like the walk so that you're like, oh, look at my character and stuff. I find that sort of stuff fun. I'm very curious what the hell Avowed's gonna be like. I'm very curious.
Has been around for decades at this point. So you obviously want to make sure you get it right. Can you talk a little bit about the prep and research that went into
the slow walk? The slow walk, so your character does. And you're like, oh, look how sick I am. Man, I'm so cool. I'm so cool. What do you guys think of transmog systems? For those of you who may not be aware, transmog system is wearing one armor set, but then having your character visually look like they're wearing a different armor set. What do you think of stuff like that?
Making sure that you were bringing an authentic experience.
In this case, of course, we had a lot of materials to go through, and we spent countless of hours just rewatching the films.
You don't like it?
Especially
Why?
the two movies, I think, that are closest to the game, which is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I fucking hate that shit. I'm not gonna lie. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? I'll fucking show you. I mean, Monster. Okay. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I'll show you. 1 second. I'm gonna show you this. Okay. Okay. You weren't there, Mateo. You weren't there. You were not there at the beginning of Monster Hunter Rise. You were not there to see the nightmare that was Monster Hunter Rise. Okay, I do. What's the problem? What's the problem? Okay, you hold up just a quick second. I'm literally creating a masterpiece right now. I need to create this. Maybe if you're wearing a cringy armor set, you're starting to get. Okay, I'm gonna show you this because I actually think that this fucking thing sucks so bad. Okay. I'm just gonna make some really quick. Okay. Boom. Okay. Have you played Sifu? No, I haven't. I really want to, though. I've heard it's great. Sifu does look amazing. That's why I was always so careful in TOTK to wear the right clothes. I can see that as a potential problem, but still, I prefer it the way... I think... Okay. You think it adds more immersion? Let me break it down to you like this. At the beginning of Monster Hunter Rise, there was only light. There was only darkness. But also, basically, at the beginning of Monster Hunter Rise, there was no transmog system. So, essentially, you were stuck with the clothes that you were wearing. The problem with this is that there was one fucking armor set that was literally just so fucking good that if you weren't wearing it, you were just at a massive disadvantage. Obviously, you can wear whatever you want, but at the same time, you're like, I just kind of want to wear this because it makes this fight that could have been like 10 minutes, now 8 minutes. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you're doing like 10 fights, right, you're losing a shit ton of... If you're doing 6 fights, you're losing like 10 minutes. You could do way more fights in that time. It's great. It's so fucking helpful. Right? Now, here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing. This is what you would have. This is what you would have. This fucking armor, the Rajang legs, is what you were stuck with. Okay? Rajang's fucking legs. You were stuck with that, and none of you motherfuckers understand the pain of walking around like a fucking idiot. Because you had to walk around like this. Because those were the best leg sets. Those literally destroyed every other leg set. They were the best. And he looks beautiful. I know! I know! And then worst of all, you guys don't even understand. Okay, but one time, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. And then sometimes, and this was even worse. This was even worse. One of the best swords in the game. One of the best weapons in the game for Sword and Shield, which is what I was. Then you were stuck with this. Oh. The Tigrex Sword and Shield. One of the best Sword and Shields in the game. Fucking hideous. No, I straight up just categorically transmog. I think transmog is a beautiful system, and I am so damn glad that games are adding transmogs in. I think they are categorically better for your game. Or, if you guys don't remember... Now, you motherfuckers might not remember. Now, I actually do need to hide this. I actually need to hide this because it might show something little weird. So I need to be careful. Oh, this is a beautiful display. This is a beautiful display. This is what... Okay. Okay. This isn't necessarily a transmog system. This isn't the best... Basically, this is an armor set, right? This is an armor set. This is like to get the best stats. Now, to actually get the best stats in the game, it looks a lot fucking stupider. Because you'll have a flamboyant pink jacket with like latex leather jeans and shit like that, because those were the best stats in the game. It was fucking hideous. This isn't even the worst of it. This is actually a decent outfit in comparison. But with transmog, hey, you can have those stats and look like this. Hippie, cool guy. Hippie, cool guy. And this isn't even a bad showcase, because like obviously I'm exaggerating. This isn't a bad outfit, right? Like it's not a great outfit in my opinion, right? And by the way, I will contend with one thing. I actually don't think it's necessary in Skyrim, because in Skyrim the outfits are like collections, right? You wear like a body, you wear like one suit, and then you wear a helmet. So like when it's only 2 pieces, it's not that big of an issue. It's not that big of an issue. Especially when you can hide like a helmet set. It's really not that big of a deal. But when you have... Yes, Skyrim also has no cutscenes, that's true. But like the thing is that when you have... And you know, people go, oh man, just wear whatever you want. Stop caring about the stats. And it's like, well... This is stupid because basically you're punishing me for wanting to have my character look fashionable. In a game like Elden Ring, for instance, this sort of stuff doesn't fucking matter. Because, honestly, it doesn't matter what armor set you wear. It really isn't affecting too much. Unless you're in PvP. PvP matters a bit more. But in PvE, you're going to get hit by a boss. There's no poise you can really wear that will make that really fucking powerful, right? There's no armor set that you'll wear that'll just make a boss, like, nullified in that instance. Right? No. This is actually a case. The reason why TOTK was fine is because the entire point of TOTK, Tis the Kingdom, the entire point of Tis the Kingdom is that the outfit was, like, per environment. You, like, if you were playing Tears of the Kingdom efficiently, you were changing outfits constantly depending on your region. Right? Oh, I'm gonna wear this, I'm gonna wear the lava outfit, I'm gonna wear the heat outfit and stuff like that. So, like, it was part of a core mechanic of the game, right? Like, you don't get me wrong, I do feel like they're probably gonna evolve the system. For example, Monster Hunter World actually has a pretty cool, efficient system, in my opinion. It's not perfect, because it does have some faults, but it has this system. Let me pull it up. Oh, this is even better showcase. One sec. This here. This is actually what I mean. This is actually what I mean. This is a guy's outfit. Don't touch me. Shut up. But yeah, this is a guy's outfit. Pretty cool. This is what he was actually wearing. Cool. Embarrassing. Cool. Efficient stats. And once again, what were we talking about? What were we talking about? TOTK. What was I saying before TOTK? Before TOTK. Sorry, after TOTK. What was I saying after TOTK? Fuck. I can't remember. It's cool. But yeah, I'm just saying. In cases. Oh, Monster Hunter. Basically, in Monster Hunter World, you could effectively wear any suit you want. You could wear your armor set, but there were these things called ghillie suits. And essentially, these ghillie suits are things that you would naturally just put on in the game. What? What don't you want to hear? What don't I want to hear? Alright, tell me you have no swag. Tell me you have no swag. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Fucking dope as hell. Fuck you. Look how sick that looks. Look at... I'm sorry, I'm actually offended by this. I'm actually... What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? Where do I start? I actually don't know. Nagakuga. No. There's so many. Bro! I forgot the monster with my favorite armor set. Look at him! No, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. No, you're crazy. But anyway, I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that. I'm actually just gonna pretend you didn't say that. I'm actually just gonna pretend you didn't say that. For your own health and safety, I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say it. One sec. But yeah, I was just gonna say, I think that this is actually very interesting. Basically, Monster Hunter let you wear any armor set that you want, but you and your bad taste. Kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. But anyway, fuck you. Basically, Monster Hunter World allowed you to wear any armor set that you want, but then you would, during certain moments, you could wear like a ghillie suit. And at first, they're very simple. They're more like a ghillie suit in just a very traditional sense of making it harder for monsters to see you, so it's good for stealth. And then you, as the game progresses, you get like a lightning ghillie suit, which is very cool. And basically, it just means that like lightning strikes do less damage on you, a fire ghillie suit, stuff like this, right? It's a really nice compromise, so that way you can fashionably look how you want, but then just wear what you like, equip a certain suit that is effective in the moment. And you literally just equip it the way you would like drink a potion, right? You would just snap to it and then press the button. It was very, 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 very convenient. To me, I actually think that this is a very good metric, and it seems that Wilds is going to be maybe going to take this even further, where you wear different ghillie suits. The one problem that I do have is just I feel like the ghillie suit is maybe a bit too intrusive. It maybe hides a bit too much of the body, which I would like for it to not do. Monster Hunter World had character customization, and it was chef's kiss. Are you talking about a transmog system or just character customization? The character customization in Monster Hunter World is fucking fantastic. I think it's phenomenal. Character creation, you like just look how beautiful it looks. Why is it always showing like cringy? Yeah, the one in Rise does suck. I fully agree. But yeah. Oh, it's just showing like one type of character. Let me show you like. You can make Geralt. You can make some of the sickest fucking designs. I'm not even gonna front.
Hello and welcome back to another character.
But yeah, the one in Worlds is fucking phenomenal. And something very impressive, and this is just such a difficult thing to do. And obviously this isn't a thing that necessarily benefits me, because typically I'm gonna make a character like a white dude and stuff like that. But like there was so many great like black hairstyles and stuff like that, which is something that's really difficult to do.
Is a game
so like it was very impressive. I might need to get Monster Hunter World just to kill Kazu. Yeah, Kazu's not in it. I'm sorry to say.
Under the
yeah,
rainbow. So
look.
Presets here, I'm not even gonna go.
Like look how fucking well done like the textures are for the hairs and stuff like that. One's
and narrow to basic ones. The color.
Is he gonna show some of the insane stuff? I hope he does. Does.
But
you can customize your palico a lot more. He doesn't go too much into it, but you can customize a lot. Like look at the texture of the hair. Yeah, Kazu doesn't exist in Monster Hunter World, unfortunately.
I noticed almost immediately when I came through here that the female...
I think Wilds' customization is going to be fantastic, though. I spent almost 2 hours. I honestly, like, I thought DD2 had a good character customization. I don't think it was as good as I wanted it to be, though. I felt like I couldn't make a good-looking character easy. But yeah. Like you can see the amount of variation that you can get from these designs. Yes, World has way more character customization than Rise. You can literally make like a perfect Geralt. Geralt's in the game, funnily enough. There's a DLC that came out, a free DLC update where Geralt is in Monster Hunter World. You can literally play as him. It's very cool. But yeah. Yeah, it's very, very cool. But yeah, anyway, this was a massive detour.
Ark in the Last Crusade.
been an hour and 30
looking at the
minutes,
movies
and we
both
haven't
from a
even
broad
finished.
stroke
Okay.
perspective to get into the mood and why, but also to some extent, scrutinizing them for details and the small hooks that are key to the identity of everything that is Indiana Jones.
Okay.
And in addition, then we have one of the best resources through our partnership with Lucasfilm Games, and working together
Alright.
with them on this project has been invaluable. Just this cave of knowledge.
I just want to play
about
RE9 now.
the character, which has been
Yeah.
fantastic. Lucasfilm has been excited about the project from day one and have been incredibly supportive and helpful in bringing the story and the character in the
Who do you think would win? Leon, shirtless, without a weapon. He's blind. He's also deaf, no limbs. He's on the ground. He's already been stabbed. Versus Ethan. Who do you think wins? Who do you think wins? Shirtless and blind and deaf, Leon, 100%. And he's also stabbed already. He's mostly skull, and he's mostly like just dirt and bones, basically, at this point. Versus Ethan with a shotgun. A double barrel shotgun. He's got a double barrel shotgun in one hand, a machine gun in the other. He's got an army of zombies to control at his command. No matter what a character you pick for the first option, if the second one is Ethan, I'll always choose the first one. I think you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about, yeah, Ethan sucks. Ethan sucks. I was thinking about, I do think it would be very cool if to get like the Dead Space telekinesis ability again in a video game. I think that would be so much fun, especially after. And I do think that it's already set up and could work in something like Resident Evil, because Heisenberg, he's got that ability. And so I'm thinking, like, it could be kind of cool if like, the next character in it that we play as could, like, control, like, a metal object and just throw it. That could be kind of cool. I would fuck with that. I think that could be fun. Obviously, you want to avoid having too much magic. Like, I'm not saying it should be magic. I'm saying, like, a bit of tech that the character wears. That way you can remove it during the horror scenes and stuff. Saitama versus Goku. Dr. Slump. That's the answer. Ariel. That's my answer to that question. I doubt the character has any magic. It was just strange because Rose had magic, and I wonder if she's gonna play any role, or if they genuinely just want to move on from that family. They did say for a fact that we're done with the Winters. I don't think I like the idea that if the next character does have magic, it's not magic that they control, but rather magic that they are almost like suffering from, right? I like the idea of it being more a curse and a hindrance rather than them going pew pew. I wouldn't necessarily say like it's like I kind of like the idea of you know how there's a Z, was it Z virus? What was it called? The virus? What was the virus called? The T virus, right? When I always the G virus, whatever. Sure, the G virus. Basically, I always like the idea that the G virus. Okay. Let me word it like this: in Resident Evil 2, and in Resident Evil 4 more specifically, it does show that like there are cult members who have this strange ability to them, but seem sentient to some degree. They are like zombies, but they are sentient. Resident Evil 8 goes even further with this, with Lady Dimitrescu literally being able to like make blades and stuff like that. They are adding in more magic in that way. I do think it would be very. Yeah, I loved it as well. I do think it's a very interesting thing because you are allowed to have like zombies and vampires and stuff like this. And you can have the people who are like just raw, I need to eat you, as well as the more human characters who can converse and have some emotion to them, right? I do think it can work in terms of like the main character having the virus in them and them having some form of power, even if it is to a smaller extent. And once again, I really don't want there to be like, I'm not talking about like shooting fireballs. I'm saying like I would be okay with the characters being able to have some sort of telepathy ability, something like that. As long as it's once again more hindrance than it is a benefit. That was something I didn't like at first, but I ended up loving once I replayed it. Completely understand, yeah. They need to keep adding new enemies if they want to continue the saga without falling in the repetitive mechanic. I am not going to lie. Whilst I think Resident Evil 4 is the best game by far, Resident Evil 8's fairy tale-esque vampires and werewolves and all this stuff, I think is my favorite. I love it so fucking much. Resident Evil 4 is still my favorite, but I love that more fairy tale-esque enemy design. I think it's so cool. And I really do feel like it's a cool evolution of just zombies. And I feel like you can have just zombies. But you also should have... I also think it's fun to have this like... Oh, here's like, you know... Here's such a... Come on, I don't think it's surprising to say. I think Lady Dimitrescu might be their most iconic villain design-wise, right? Like, what an incredible design. She is so fucking amazing to look. She's just visually so fucking interesting. For me, 4, 7, and 8 were the best ones for me. I know you didn't click that much with 7, but I remember enjoying it so much when I first played it. I mean, once again, I actually stand by this. I don't think any Resident Evil game I played is any lower than an 8. I actually think they're all 8 out of 10s higher. Like 7 I had problems with, but they're fantastic. It's still a fun fucking game. The DLCs though. The biggest problem with 7 is that I played it after 4. That's the truth. I played it after 4, and when I played it after 4, I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about 7 because it's gonna be a different tone. I played 7, obviously, like I had my issues with it. I still enjoy the game. I want to make that clear. I still enjoy it for the most part. But then I played 8, and I was like, oh, they can still do this. They haven't lost their touch. They can still make something like this. But yeah, I think I really hope you remember being so disappointed in RE8. Yeah, I know you've told me about this. I'm actually really glad that you gave it another try and you ended up liking it. I'm actually really glad about that. But yeah, I was just saying, like, Left 4 Dead. I think something that could be really cool is like imagine the next enemies. Let's go with the leaks of it being zombies again. Imagine if the next enemies that we face is like a smoker, you know, like it sticks its tongue out, it wraps around you, stuff like that. It can pull you and all this stuff. I think this sort of stuff, I really hope that the game ends up evolving into, of you have hordes of enemies that you fight, the way in RE4 you would fight cultists, and then you would fight like a big bad guy, like a guy with a chainsaw, stuff like that, right? I hope they have this variance going on constantly throughout the game. That's what I really want to see. The design of the Licker in RE2 was so sick too. I hope they bring it back. The Licker. Oh, that it's one of those fucking creepy crawlies. It would be fucking. The one problem though is that Leon would fuck it up. Leon would just fucking punch them now. He'd deck them. I think it would be really... I would love to see them in terms of like, what's an evolution of them look like? I almost... Bro, you saw me the first time I was playing RE2. You saw me when I was facing them. Bro, I was fucking horrified. I was so scared. I remember how slow I was moving my left stick. I was literally like tick, 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 tick. But like, I do wonder how you can keep that fear with them. I would fucking adore together. Again, I think that would be so cool. Okay. This is just me. This is just me going up with like. This is basically like just fan fiction at this point. What would you think of you're playing RE9? You're playing as like Leon. Let's just assume Leon. and then you come up against the character who's basically you're just like that moving so slow and listening to your heart beating it faster every step you take. It was fucking phenomenal. No, that entire area with that precinct, that the place with the stairs, I think might be so fucking good, bro. They just nailed it. That atmosphere was so fucking good. RE2, honestly, like I did not appreciate how much I loved that game until much later. It only took me a while to realize how fucking incredible that game was so much later. But yeah, that police station is so iconic. And that's the thing that gets me really excited, is like I really don't feel like the next game, I really don't feel like the next RE9 is going to be open world in terms of you're going to be able to drive a car and whatever. But I do feel like a big open area is the way to go. So like, because once again, if you're playing as Leon, no one's going to be, you're not afraid. Yeah, I don't think we'd ever get a traditional open world in the city. Like, it's not going to be GTA with zombies, right? It's just not what RE is. But big open areas akin to what RE4 did, what RE8 did, and even to a smaller degree what RE2 did, right? Like, RE2 is kind of an open world in the police station, right? Like, you can explore every nook and cranny of that place like it's an open world area, even though obviously it's not open world. You know what I mean, right? But I was just gonna say, like I do think it would be kind of cool. Imagine the next RE9, you're playing as Leon or whatever, and you come up against the character who's like Mr. X, basically. Mr. Y, we'll call him. You come up against this character and you see him in this place, you run away from him, blah, blah, blah. And then like a few times you come up against him in the early stages of the game until finally you come up against this place where you're having to confront him, and then you take him down. And what if the game just reveals to you that actually Mr. Y, there are multiple Mr. Ys? Like, they've just cloned their versions of Mr. X's, and you're just gonna have to deal with multiple versions of Mr. Ys just in every corner of the area. Imagine that sort of shit. Imagine having to deal with like fucking nightmare fuel. A game that combines horror and exploration well is Evil Within. Yes, Evil Within 2 I think is a very cool example of this. I mean, like, whilst I'm not excited for this game, Silent Hill 2 is kind of what I would imagine the next RE9 to be, in terms of like the village, is it a town, a village? Silent Hill is a town. The Silent Hill town is where the story takes place. You get to explore the area entirely. But it's not a big fucking area. It's not like miles long. It's just that the town is an open world. To me, I think that's like perfect. I think that's really fucking cool. I would love for the next, like, I think some really cool settings for RE would be like a prison warden. Like, not a police station, but like an actual prison warden cell would be cool. I'm trying to think of like some visually cool areas to be in. I wonder how big they're gonna make it in the remake. I feel like it's gonna be quite bare bones, but we'll see. But all the fogginess effects made it feel bigger than it actually was. I imagine that this game is going to be very, very... I think it's probably gonna end up being even smaller than the original game, just based off like Bloober Team. That's my speculation. Obviously, who knows, but that's what I'm expecting. All right, let's continue with this. Sorry, I'm yapping so much. I just find this conversation incredibly interesting.
Indiana Jones to life through a cave of knowledge about the character, which has been fantastic.
And how long was the original in comparison?
Lucasfilm has been excited about the project from day one and have been incredibly supportive and helpful in bringing the story and the character of Indiana Jones to life through not just our story, but also through gameplay.
Yeah, it's been great having access to writers.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you think a whole 4 hours short is crazy.
Indiana Jones property for decades, having their input. I mean, some of these people know everything that could be has ever been written about Indy, and having them.
The Bloober Team, they don't want to put up into anything.
It's been hugely invaluable. I mean, huge indie fans. scouring all of the the countless wikis that are out there written about everything, all of the comics, additional books, and so forth, just to build up their knowledge. With other things as well. I mean, we managed to get access into some of the Lucasfilm archives as well, which has been for indie fans has been an absolute dream come true to get access to some of these things that perhaps not so many people have seen. But our artists have been wanting to make sure everything is authentic as possible. We bought replicas of Indy's famous fedora made by the original hat makers who made the original prop from the first film.
Okay.
Proper recreations of his iconic jacket.
Trust Game of the Year.
Everything is.
Imagine it comes out, it's actually fucking incredible. Imagine that. Imagine we live in a world where Silent Hill 2 remake is the best horror game you've ever played. Now imagine in that world you were happy. I don't I'm gonna pretend that you were answering in terms of the you were happy part. Yeah. Tell me this, Mateo. Would you rather live in a world where you were happy or a world where Silent Hill 2 was a good game? Just good, not even the best. Which one would you rather live in?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. Happiness is overrated, especially when you've never experienced it.
Spot on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't envy you all. One, the audacity and the creative audacity to go after such a franchise, but then the pressure of knowing like we can't get anything wrong. If someone's playing the game, who's seen every movie, you mentioned like going on the wikis, who knows everything about.
Sorry, my light bulb was fucking me up. I'm now blind because I looked at the light directly. I'm a fucking idiot. Personal space, please. Is that good? Is that comforting? Is that good for you?
Fuck game. You. Like, the pressure of that must be like overwhelming, but I think you all are rising to the occasion perfectly. And I'm thinking about the fact that you're who knows everything about the game. If someone's playing the game, who's seen every movie, you mentioned like going on the wikis, who knows everything about the game, like the pressure of that must be like overwhelming, but I think you all are rising to the occasion perfectly. And I'm thinking about the fact that you all at Machine Games have built amazing worlds, right? Like in your own right. But for this one, as we've been talking about, you're working with Lucasfilm Games. Can you tell us a little bit about what some of the differences are there from a storytelling perspective and a script writing perspective? Like obviously you're working alongside them, but does it help as a game developer to have that like source of truth versus like going super creative with the games that you've made previously?
Yeah, it absolutely does, and it's a little bit different, this game for us in many ways. It's usually we're used to have this,
That's not how that works.
We are
fake gaming media. If this was happening, he'd be flying all the way here. Fake games. Oh my god, such a bad game. Stupid. He would be flying. Number 10. Sorry for my pseudo hyper analytical self. The guy, he indeed lives in a world where Silent Hill 2 is a bad game.
Have this, heavy weapons, gun blazing shooters.
I can't remember it's called.
And this is a little bit different. It's we are making a proper adventure game here, and it's also a game that is a little bit more directed towards a wider audience. Bit of a new thing for us.
Yeah, I imagine.
Do not criticize. Consume.
Overall, when sketching out...
I'm starting to use that as an insult against you. I'm Matthew Matosis.
The foundation of what our gameplay was going to focus on, we pretty much always...
Such a stupid... It was so stupid because it's like, bro... World is overpopulated. What you talking?
But in this case,
the world is overpopulated. It's such a dumb thing because it's like, oh, here's a flaw. Don't call out flaw. Don't call out flaw? Okay. This isn't the reason this thing will be bad. I never said it was. Never said it was. You know, I like you know when you're like, oh man, this thing really sucks, and then someone goes, the world is burning, everyone's dying, how could you care about this? I can care about 2 things. I can care about 2. It's fine. It happens.
Pretty much always do this, but in this case we focused a little bit more on it. We prioritized that we had to stay true to Indy's personality and who he is above all.
In life you can only care about one thing at a time.
A caped superhero, or he's not a superhero.
Which is why I chose to give up my child to focus on my wife.
He is flawed. He makes mistakes. He stumbles. There is weight to his movement, and we have this gritty, pulpy edge to the action.
Bro, oh my god, the Starfield one annoyed me so much because people were like, if this is your biggest problem with the game, then it's like, where did I say that was my biggest problem? Where did I say that was my biggest problem? It sucks. Can we not just say it sucks? Like, do we need to only address things that are the most important? Like, is that really the only thing that I'm allowed to talk about? Is whatever you deem to be the most important thing at a time? Are you not, like, do you not live life with a bit of, like, wonder and whimsy? Or is everything in your life so boring? You and your hyper, let's go brain. It's just so stupid. Hey, here's a flaw. Why are you nitpicking? Hey, here, okay, I thought it was like a fun thing. Oh, okay, well, here's a genuine problem. Oh, people are dying. Oh. Okay. Okay. It's like, alright, fuck me. Don't talk about anything. Just consume, consume, consume. That's basically all it goes down to. Just answer this next. I wish.
But at the same time, he's also rather athletic. He's an excellent fighter, and he also.
It doesn't show on YouTube though.
An enormous
that wouldn't
amount
show.
of luck as well. And at the same time, he's the best archaeologist in the world. So focusing on all of these things, in a way, it makes the gameplay feel in line with this matinee action. This classic matinee action adventures that the movies were celebrating. Something I think Indy himself also.
This reminds me of like that
like 100%
show.
I think, if we look back, you mentioned
Survivor,
I
think it was.
Game, and Wolfenstein, obviously, you mentioned a little bit guns blazing, a little bit of a different feel. I imagine having a little bit, as you've been saying, a little bit more of a narrower focus allows you to really dive in a little bit deeper into the story, really focus on almost in building a game a little bit, I don't want to say more creatively, but just differently, such that, the players are still having a great experience. I want to talk a little bit about the antagonists that we've seen.
Good question.
The developer direct, and a little bit more in this trailer. Tell us a little bit about the foes and the main baddie in this game.
Yeah, we saw quite
What's your opinion on the info they gave yesterday about Dragon Age? Pretty much most of it I'm very excited for. I have very little problems with what they said, aside from just like, I just want to see if it's actually going to be, if it's actually just, because my one concern is that they have 3 specializations per class. How fun are all the specializations going to be? So they have 9 specializations. So it's like, how fun are each of them going to be? How much of them are going to affect roleplay? Apparently, people were just asking questions they already. Yeah, some people were stupid, and it happens, right? Some people were asking questions like, "Oh, can we make like an elf?" Yeah, they already said, they already answered this stuff. Maybe read an article before you ask questions. And obviously, like, the Q&A was never gonna go that in depth with certain stuff, just because they can't. Like, I understand that, like, what you're not gonna spend hours. You're not gonna say, "Oh, here's all these details you want to know about." Yeah, you can hug the Asan, is what it's called, which is the little baby griffin, which is so fucking cute. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That game it might actually be my new addiction, and I'm very I don't know why this happens to me. I have a game I'm so fucking hyped for. and this is Monster Hunter, right? Sorry, this is Elden Ring, and then Elden Ring's coming right around the corner. Immediately, I stop thinking about Elden Ring, and I start thinking about the next game that I'm very excited for, and it becomes a very healthy thing for me in the long run because my brain doesn't get burnt out towards the end of Elden Ring's release, like the DLC's release. And I'm super happy by that because, like, it can be a bad thing, obviously, because then you get the DLC and then you're like, oh, I'm not liking this because I want another game. But I'm very happy to have something where it's like, oh, okay, I could be excited for something else. And so that way, when the game does drop, and I've had this happen, I get burnt out just thinking about the game. Or, and, you know, this is like a problem with my brain where I just go, oh, man, I have nothing else to look forward to or whatever the hell. And I'm just super happy to have a bunch of things to look forward to. That usually happens to me, but in a bad way. Yeah, I can understand that in a bad way as well, because the idea of going like, I'm now excited for this, so I don't care about this. That can happen, and that can really ruin your vibe. But it's sometimes, to me, I just always like to go, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? And then it helps me sort of appreciate what I have right now as what it is. Once again, it ebbs and flows. Obviously, sometimes it's going to be a bad thing, but most of the time, I would say, for me, it is a good thing. So, I'm super, super excited. I think Dragon Age Veilguard looks to be probably the best Dragon Age game. They seem to be taking a lot from Mass Effect, which is really good. I don't know if you played the Mass Effect games, Mattel. I think you'd really like them, honestly. The first three, I think you'd probably really fuck with. They're actually super fun. The first game is genuinely like really outdated in gameplay, but 2 and 3, 3 has its problems, but like gameplay wise, it's fantastic. I think you'd really like them. The second game is genuinely like pretty much a flawless game in a lot of ways. It's probably got some of my favorite companions in story and like gaming. I'm sure you know about Garrus. If you don't know him, you'd probably recognize his face, right? Yeah, like there's so many great characters in the game. The third game, I don't like its ending, but I do appreciate the games as a whole. But yeah, I would highly recommend Mass Effect. I think they're super fun, but Dragon Age seems to be taking a lot from Mass Effect, which really excites me. They have a smaller companion size, which can suck, right? They only have 7, but I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time this has happened to me in terms of any of these games. Every single companion, just visually speaking, we have no idea what their personalities are. Every single companion, visually speaking, in Dragon Age Veilguard, I think looks fucking amazing. And I'm so happy about that. I'll go over it in a bit after this. But I think they look so good. Whereas in Mass Effect, they were like, even in Mass Effect, which in general has better companions than Dragon Age has had, every single companion looks like, some companions in Mass Effect looked a little lame, and some companions look 20 out of 10. Yeah, everything looks great from what I've seen. It looks colorful, it looks vibrant, the voice actors are killing it. The main voice guy, I think it's been confirmed that we're going to get 2 male voice options and 2 female voice options, which is the same as Inquisition. So cool. Basically, you have like an English voice and then an American voice and stuff like that, and you can pick between the 2 for either one. It's a very neat feature, and to me, it's like the voices that we got in Inquisition are... They're doing a good job, don't get me wrong. I just do not like the male voices. I really don't like it. It's less of a problem with the actors and more a problem with just Inquisition's tone as a whole, where so many characters speak in this... they speak in this French accent, and they have opinions, and they state it very slowly, and they say it like this. And it's like, it's a bit like Witcher, but Witcher has charm and charisma to their performances, whereas Inquisition felt so robotic. I love the voice acting on Hi-Fi Rush. I think it's phenomenal. Honestly, I may be an exception here. I prefer that more anime performance over the very... You played it in Spanish, so I don't know how the voices sound in English, but it was great in Spanish. Oh, sick. Are there any like recognizable Spanish actors to you, or were they like all like new and stuff like that? See, this is the sort of stuff I don't even consider. I didn't even think about what the Spanish voices would sound like, but that's really cool. Do you recognize any Spanish voices? Like, for example, like I know English voice actors. Do you recognize that sort of stuff, or do you not care that much about stuff like that? Well, that's great. I'm glad you love the Spanish performances. The English performances were fucking amazing, though. I loved them. I thought they were so good. I am curious what a Spanish... are they performing it like... in English, right? You can tell when they're doing an anime voice. And I much prefer the anime voice over just traditional voice, because I feel like the anime voice is a lot more energetic and honestly works a lot better for animation because it's exaggerated all the time. Is there a big difference in the Spanish voice acting department? Like, are you able to tell, oh, they're going anime with this, you know? And I get you.
In the developer direct trailer, we see a little bit of him in.
No, I wouldn't say there's a big difference. Okay, that makes sense. Did they dub over any of the songs in there in Spanish, or was it all English songs?
The main baddie in this
No?
game.
Yeah.
Okay. It was all in English. I am kind of curious about the non-copyright songs, you know? But yeah, the non-copyright. That's very interesting, though.
Yeah, we saw quite a lot of Emmerich Voss
Yeah.
in the developer direct trailer. We see a little bit of him in this one, but the character we focus more on, perhaps,
Yeah, the songs are so good. I had to play a
Victor Gans.
non-copyright because I was
He's,
streaming it.
Colonel.
The non-copyright
Come back
is
to,
just as good, in my opinion,
so
as some of the
seeing
copyrighted songs.
dig that's going on at the pyramids of Giza.
Which one is that for
Voss
you?
Looking for the relics.
Oh wait, you wouldn't know. Don't worry, I know what you're talking about though. I listen to them all.
He's not part of the.
Yes, there's a streamer mode where it will play songs that they made themselves, and they are so fucking good. You would genuinely think that they're just like legit songs. They are amazing, and there's such a neat feature. I love them. Yeah, I obviously had to play in that way, but it was super cool. A lot of effort, right? A lot of effort to the point where I was surprised that they still chose to have copyrightable songs. Because if you're going to go through that effort just for people to be able to not play it like that at all, shocking. Never play. Oh my god, bro. Oh, rhythm, the fucking rhythm. It was such a struggle. The game is so fun, but I fucking struggle. That's good info to have, though. I'm gonna pretend it was because of Bluetooth headphones. You just pretend that you can't see this wire. You just pretend you can't see it, and we're good, okay? Yeah, no, the combat was fucking amazing. It just visually looks so pretty as well. The guitar being used as a weapon is so fucking pretty to me. I think it's amazing. I ended up playing it with cable. Yeah, just pretend that this was unplugged. If you just do that. The amount of jokes of the robots. Yeah, the art style was great. The art style was so good. The robots chattering with one another. You can hit the robots and then they'll be like, "Oh, I will go back to work." It just sort of reminded me a bit of like the Portal. That's what it reminded me of, and I was loving it. I thought it was so fun. I even really liked the like comic book cutscenes. Like I thought they were great.
Antiquities division is quite the opposite. He actually.
I just want more games that are as like exaggerative, and I just love that sort of difference in art style. It was so fun, you know. Very much the art style reminds me a lot of like Jet Set Radio games like that, right? Like that sort of thing. It feels a lot like an older 2000s game, or obviously like you know, a Nintendo game and stuff like that. I just love it. I miss it, bro.
Likes Voss's strange obsession with ancient relics. They're almost uneasy allies in some ways. So
I started to play it now that we
sharp-eyed.
They were planning to make a sequel, and they were planning to make a JRPG, a big JRPG, And to me, it's like the thought of getting a Tango Gameworks JRPG that could have been a competitor to like Final Fantasy VII. That could, I say 7, or just Final Fantasy in general, right? Or Dragon Age. Their thing. They're releasing a physical edition, which is sick as hell. Which is so cool. And I really hope that the physical copies like sell out to really show Xbox how much they fucked up. Because they fucked up so bad. Oh man, it's so sad.
Manipulative character. Gantz, on the other hand, he's a bit more of a strong man. He's absolutely devoted to the cause. He'll do anything for the cause. I mean, as we saw in the trailer, he's got an extreme fear of heights, but he put that aside because it's needed for the mission. He's drank the Kool-Aid, and this trait is something which Voss takes advantage of a little bit throughout the game. He uses it to manipulate Gantz a little bit to do what he wants, turning him into the perfect sort of ultra henchman to pit against his main rival of Indy. There's a lot of fun moments between Gantz and Voss in the game. They're fun characters, quite different, but two good villains to play off against Indy.
All right, so Indiana Jones movies have always been about globetrotting adventures going across the world. We saw battleships up in the Himalayas and some moments of other areas in the trailer. Are you able to tell us a little bit about the locations that we'll visit in the Great Circle?
Yeah, as you said, it really is a globe-trotting adventure for Indy. It's an important part. All the movies have that, right? They're not set in sort of one location. So as you saw in the...
Sorry, I was just going to say, how excited are you for Monster Hunter knowing that it's going to be open world? How much has this changed your mindset on the game?
Spend some time in the Himalayas. We'll get to see some familiar locations for Indy, as you'll have seen in some of the earlier trailers, and also a little bit in this one. We get to walk around the corridors.
Oh, this is actually something I'm kind of curious about. They don't actually show the HUD for this.
You spend some time in
the one problem that I have with like first-person game, like melee combat, especially with like a ranged weapon, like it's not ranged, but it has a range to it. Something I'm sort of curious about is like a bullet. Obviously, we understand how that works in terms of you just aim. If it's on the head and you shoot, it should kill the guy, right? The thing that I'm sort of like wondering, what's the HUD gonna be like? Like, how are we gonna understand the distance between this? Is it something that we're just gonna sort of naturally come to understand? Is it gonna glow red? Maybe that could be a nice feature. Like just a little bit, it just glows red to show like, oh, you will hit the enemy if you throw your whip now. That's like my biggest concern with this game when it comes to combat. It's just like. It's like, I don't know, that was the worst whip sound ever. That's it. Okay. So he goes, and then, like, we need some sort of understanding of the distance. That is like my biggest concern with this game, combat-wise. But we'll see. It's just weird, right? I just don't know how to explain. Shut up about cringe. You know what I mean. Shut up. I'm really curious to see how it will work as an open world game. I really feel like it's going to be like GTA 4 in which I am just wondering, like, no loading screen, we can move from we can move from village to biome. Is the biome going to be paint again? My greatest, actually we use this. My greatest friend. So, if I go here, so like, for example, let's assume that this here is the village. Let's assume that's the village. And then let's assume that this is one biome. Right, let's just assume that's one biome. My sort of question is that in this area, are we going to be able to, and let's just assume that this is the player's path, so let's go like blue. in this area, are we going to be able to travel from here to here? So are we going to be able to do this? Or are we going to have to go here all the way to here? So is it a case where we have to, like, from this point, we have to move to the village, to this area, or can we just go straight from one biome to the other? That's my one concern. Also, if they're making an open world, they also have to work on the music as well to fit the open world mechanics. So, like, maybe going to a more ambient music, as in Zelda Breath of the Wild or TOTK. Do you do expeditions, Mateo? Have you ever done expeditions in Monster Hunter? If you've ever done that, then that sort of is kind of like what you're suggesting. I do agree. I feel like you need to make a lot of songs. Apparently, they made like 3 types of songs just for getting into battle by itself. So there's the pursuing music, which is you following. There's the which is you like pursuing, which I think is the monster following you. There's the chasing music, which is you chasing the monster. Then there's the actual fighting music. And they've made like 3 themes. So I am assuming that they are going to be doing this. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work in ways that I couldn't understand, because obviously I've never made a fucking game to understand that sort of thing. I've made a masterpiece, Flappy Snooze, greatest game ever. But I do think that that is a very interesting sort of point of like all the sort of work that they need to do in terms of ambience. I would love for it to be more ambient. But I've always had the inner fight about Zelda music in the last 2 games, because it went from epic and super recognizable songs that I had in the old games, like the Song of the Storms, for instance, to more ambient songs that aren't that iconic in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore TOTK music and it has some great songs, but I 100% see your point. Like, they do have some fucking amazing bangers, like The Depths, right? Which are just genuinely terrifying. And they have like, the final fight with Ganon and Sidon's theme and stuff like that. They have these incredible songs, but sometimes they are a bit too distant. They are a bit too inconsistent. And I definitely find it to be a case where the game does need to... And I am of the personal belief that the next Zelda game is going to focus more on combat and trying to be a bit more of an more of an actiony game in that way. I still think it's going to use the physics engine probably, but I do think it's going to be a different setting. I think it's probably not going to be set in the same universe. It's probably going to be set in it's going to be following a new Link with maybe a different design. But I do feel like it's probably going to have more of an emphasis on combat. And personally, for me, I would love to see this, and I also believe this will be the case. I think it's going to be based more around a party. I don't think it will be based around a singular individual like Link going off and then like getting help from his friends. I think it's going to be Link with like Zelda with Tulin. I'm just using the characters in the game. Tulin and stuff like this. Almost in the same way of like almost in the same way of Final Fantasy VII and Dragon Age Veilguard, where you can like have your teammates do abilities. Fuck you. Fuck you. What's up? Yeah. The fact that they decided to make a game open world not only changes the map size and how everything is connected, but it also affects other stuff like music, enemy variety, and quantity. 100%. I fully agree with that. They did say that the general gameplay loop is going to be mostly expedition, that then you can do missions in, which I think is a nice balance. I prefer the expedition vibe. I prefer feeling like I'm just naturally exploring, and now I'm in a big hunt. I prefer that so much more than like having just like big, just having constant quests. I think it's so much more fun. It's more natural to me, that open world vibe. That's why I think Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be really different to all the previous Monster Hunter games. I agree. Monster Hunter Wilds, it does actually have a precursor called The Guiding Lines. Let's finish this video and then I'll show you. I'm going to save this as a note to check out. Guiding Lands, Dragon Age, oh god, companions. We'll check them out. Because, you know, oh wow, we're about to be going for 2 hours and 50. That's crazy. But yeah. Oh, I was gonna say in terms of Monster Hunter. Oh, this is sick. You know how there's this do you know what the SOS system is? I'm just gonna say this real quick and then we'll watch. Do you know what the SOS system is in Monster Hunter? Have you ever used it? I don't know if you. Basically, it's like a flare that you could shoot up and then like you know, get help or you know, help others. What's really cool, what's really fucking sick, and this is what someone spoke about in the showcases. You can summon you can summon an SOS even offline. NPCs will come and help, which I think is so cool. So like if you want help but you don't want to be playing with people, you just want to be playing with NPCs, you can do that. I think that's great. I think that's amazing. You can have up to 3 people help you. That's sick, right? And I hope that they have this feature. I don't know how likely it is. I think it would be sick if basically the game could save the data of like NPC of the other players, and then you get like, for example, let's say I'm playing and I want to save your info because you have a really cool hunter. If I want to save your info, and then when I do a summon a SOS, it would be cool if it summons your character's build to fight in my team. And that's not been confirmed. I'm just speculating there. I think that would be really cool. I don't know if that's possible though. It is something that Elden Ring did, so I'm just going with like, that would be cool. Obviously, I'm not expecting it, but it would be a cool thing to see. To me, the thing that's really cool though is just that if you're single player, you need some extra help. You don't want to play with other people because, let's be real, other people can be annoying. One of the most annoying things in Monster Hunter, if you ever play it online, and thankfully I really don't. I like to play it single player, especially in my first playthrough. Sometimes you'll have people who are just trying to constantly capture a monster. And capturing is good, but statistically speaking, like if you want to get a reward for this jewel, you need to kill a monster just because it's a higher % chance, or there's literally no way to get it otherwise. But yeah, I don't know if it's possible either. I'm just spitballing. I just think that's really cool.
And also a little bit in this one, we get to walk around the corridors of Marshall
Gaijin
College,
Hunter.
which is
he was the one that came up with that gave me all this info. Thank fuck. I'm so excited.
Which is
cool. I was fine with Monster Hunter not being open world. I was fine with it. I was like, okay, cool. It's just gonna be giant areas. I'm fine with that. Hearing that it's open world makes me happy though.
Hasn't really come across in the indie lore before.
Let's go back to Game of the Year.
Spent time over in
was this game even confirmed for this year? Do we even know?
Which is a must-have for an Indiana Jones game, right? We also get down into the jungles in Thailand, particularly in Sukhothai.
Is it confirmed for 2025?
A couple of other locations as well, but you'll have to play the game to find out. Don't want to spoil everything today.
Well,
right?
that's what I'm saying. I'm going to be asking a ton of questions, just try and pull as much information out of you all as possible. So forgive me, but the fans are going to want to know. The players are going to want to know for sure.
Apparently 2024.
But to your point on the different locations, I feel like from a game creator perspective, like that just allows you to like, try new gameplay mechanics in this place versus the next place. The locations I feel like are so important to like diversifying the experience.
Shows how excited we are for this game that most of it we spent talking about Resident Evil and Monster Hunter.
Back to the characters. We talked a little bit about the villains a little bit earlier. And in the spirit of me trying to pull as much information out of you
I'm
as
sorry,
possible,
guys. I don't
can you
mean
tell us a little bit about the characters that are in this trailer.
Once again, I'm
that we may
sure
have
the game will be
seen
fun.
in, Indiana Jones before, potentially. Any others in the game that we may have seen before?
I mean, most of the characters we meet in the game are new faces. I think we have one familiar face there in the trailer as well that you probably recognized, and also
you know what?
We start our story in Marshall College. It made
Is
sense.
there? I'm pretty sure there was this. No, that was 5 days ago. Yeah, it's fine. We're done with it. We're done. Fuck it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. It's not our thing. It's not. I will play it. I will play it when it comes out. I will give it a shot. We'll see how fun it is. I imagine it's probably going to be like a 15-hour game, maybe 20-hour. I don't think it's going to be a very long experience. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be good. I just don't feel like there's any way to showcase its qualities because they keep showing the same footage over and over again. So it's just like, maybe they're just trying to avoid spoilers. You know, if you want to be cynical about it, maybe they are like, you know, maybe they're being, maybe they have nothing else to show, right? Who knows? But yeah, we'll leave it at that. But I did want to check out something. Yeah, guiding lands. Basically, I don't know if you know what these are. The guiding lands were a thing that was introduced. Why the fuck is this always here? Go away, bro. Go away. It's always this fucking game. But yeah, not guiding lands. Explore. So yeah, the guiding lands basically were a thing in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, sorry, which is, you know, its expansion. Essentially, you get dropped into this area. I'm gonna skip. I'll explain in a moment. Essentially, you get dropped into this area, and as you can tell, it looks like a foresty area, right? We're just gonna skip a little bit. So it's just the foresty area. Sorry, I'm just... They're just showing the tutorial place. Oh, I hope they show it. Oh, no, they're just showing the... Fuck. Okay, well, basically, the thing is that the Guiding Lands is basically an area that is actually full of up to 4... full of different biomes. Because, I mean, Monster Hunter World visually is just a better looking game than Rise, right? It's just part of the course. But yeah, as you can sort of see, it's kind of got a more it's basically multiple biomes in one area. This was basically their test at making an open world. I'm making like a smaller open world area. So as you can see here, they're running. And you go from like forest area into now more desert area. And it's not an amazingly, incredibly like expansive place. It's actually quite small. But it was clearly just their way of being first of all, it's a really helpful thing because you get to go to this one map and you can fight different types of monsters without having to go to several different maps. It's very good for farming. Yes, they were very clearly testing how an open world would work in this game. That's very clearly what this was for. You'll see there's also, like, I believe a snowy area. I don't think they're gonna show it. But yeah, you can go underground. It's got a lot of really interesting things. And so to me, this is clearly more what the game's gonna try and go for, right? I did find it strange that we were gonna have a mount, but whilst the game wasn't gonna be open world. The map is awesome. The map is so fucking fun. Once again, my one problem with Rise, gameplay wise, it's a lot better than Worlds. Just I would say, it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more flashy. It's a lot cooler. I do have problems with Rise's gameplay. That I do prefer some aspects in World, but like Rise does have better gameplay. But the thing is that World, right? I hate fucking saying it. World's world is better. You know, the areas are so much more simpler. Yeah, I mean, like, so if I show you this, basically, the thing that I love about Monster Hunter World's map is that if I could be playing it and I could go, yo, you know, I can be fighting in zone 3, for instance, and then I can go, oh, I'm gonna lure this monster to zone 11 or zone 5 because I know there's a trap in zone 5 that will fuck up this monster really bad. And what I love about the game is that it's kind of designed for you to not fight monsters randomly, but instead follow monsters Find the best place where you can fuck them up. Is that Spanish you say? Ah! Disgusting! Ah! That's a much more complex map than any in Monster Hunter Rise. Yes. And the thing is that the problem with Rise's map is also just that Rise's maps are already just naturally small, but on top of that, of having the Palamutes, they become like 10 times smaller because you move so fast with the Palamute. And even on top of that, you have a wire bug that moves you even faster. The village is very small. It's great, it's cute, but it's very small. I do actually think that the village in Rise and Sunbreak are better than Worlds though. Icebonn's I really like, but Worlds one I do I prefer Village and Rise just because whilst it's smaller, it's easier to get to where you need to. Yeah, go fucking Hinoa and going crazy. I'll actually show you Sunbreak Village. If you're okay with seeing the village in Sunbreak, not Kamura. Oh, what's it called? What's the village called in Sunbreak? Ah, no, what is it called? I can't find it anyway. It's fine. But yeah, Sunbreak's one is a lot better. It's very, very pretty. Elgato, that's it. I'll probably buy Sunbreak at some point because I keep coming back to Rise. I'm glad to hear it. I think you'd love it. So yeah. This is what it looks like. I'll show you like the actual exploration side.
Is here out of it? Hunter. And try and pronounce that name.
Sir, I need you to just explore the village. I'm skipping, I know, but yeah, look, I do find it very pretty.
Princess Shishay.
Like obviously graphically it's not great, but you know what I mean. Okay. Like
I'll go in and talk to her.
Like it's such a pretty looking setting. It's very spacious. Right. It's very nice looking, but also everything's very convenient.
Right. I'll go in and talk to her.
You know what I mean? It's very very sweet. I really fuck with it. But anyway, final thing that I want to show is just I'm just gonna yeah, the village in Monster Hunter Stories 2 was really cool. I really liked it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I hope that's what Wilds is going to have more of, is more vibrancy, more color and stuff like that. The same way that Rise does. Rise has such it's so like colorful and vibrant, but I hope it's got more of that realistic groundedness that World does have. You know, I don't feel like you have to have one or the other. But yeah, something really cool is that in Dragon Age, by the way, you're gonna be able to their mages are gonna have 3 types. They're gonna have necromancy, so you could be a necromancer, which you know will be cool. You could be an elemental mage, which I imagine is more up your alley, Mateo. I don't know. Or the third one, and this is probably the one that I will pick. I'm gonna see. This is probably the one I will pick, is a combat mage. So a more martial arts mage where you like use a sword and stuff like that as a mage. It's probably more up my alley. Especially since they're looking to be like Final Fantasy X sphere grid. I don't imagine it's gonna be as complex as this, but like the idea of like, oh, if you want to be a magic mage, you move down this route. If you want to be a combat mage, you move down this route. If you want to be that mage. I just want to be Harry Potter in every action game I play. Harry Potter's cringe, bro. Gandalf is cooler. What the fuck? Gandalf's so much cooler. He's a wizard. And he's sick. But also, do not even try to dare compete Harry Potter versus Lord of the Rings. Do not even dare. But I was just gonna say, okay. Out of those three, what interests you the most? You don't want to start a fight. I'd win it, but it's cool. Let's move on. We're done. Okay. But yeah, if out of those three, which one interests you the most? An elemental mage, a necromancer mage, or a combat mage? Which one is more interesting to you? Necromancer, really? Why necromancer? I was expecting you to say elemental. I don't know. I think the one problem that I have with a lot of like D&D and stuff like this is I really disagree with this idea that in a world of magic, people would like Dragon Age has an entire storyline about how mages are seen as like evil. And so there's this massive war between Templars and mages. Where in Veilguard, they're kind of removing that because it's a different continent where that's not an issue. Mages have there's a different conflict. I really like it when even a barbarian in a video game technically is using magic, but just a different type of magic. Because I think it's stupid that it's like, oh, we don't use magic. How the fuck are you taking a fireball then? Because I can already see the elemental mage having the most simple and boring spells, so it all depends. I can understand that. So it's less of a, oh, you know, you prefer necromancy, but more of a, you think that they'll be more interesting with necromancy overall. Is that it? Am I on the right line? Yeah, I can understand that. I can completely understand that feeling of like, oh, they literally just gonna make a mage like throw a couple ice spells and that's it. I get that. They did show the rogue in Dragon Age, which I thought was very interesting because they showed rogue gameplay, and the rogue is very clearly throwing abilities that looks like magic. And that's very interesting to me. Because they're basically doing magic, but they're not a magic class. There's also this girl with a bow, Bellara. She's essentially got a bow. She makes it into a bow, but she's a mage. So I'm wondering, are we gonna have that? I always go for always a magic class though. That's why I was forcing myself to like Trickster and DD2 because all his ability. I can understand that. That makes a lot of sense. That does suck. But yeah, she uses a bow and arrow, but she uses magic, and I think that it would be super sick if you know you could be a mage archer. I'm very curious how that's gonna work. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, whenever I look at this crew, I get super hyped. I think they all look so fucking good. This here's the Grey Warden, which is what we were in the first game. He's also a Grey Warden. She is fucking amazing looking. She's like a Canary, which is basically like a big horned guy. Looks very cool. She looks the most simple, but I like her design. You know, I'm fucking with her, especially the prosthetic arm and all that stuff that she's got. Then we've got this guy. He's a necromancer in the game. He also has a skeleton servant, which is fun. Usanus. This guy's like seemingly a rogue, but he's got some magic abilities as well, which hypes me up. She's a dwarf. She looks to just be a rogue as well. I'm curious about her, and she's a mage. I think they all look so fucking good. The guy with the horns, though. This is actually a go. This is actually a go. Oh, and something cool about this. I don't know if this is something that you find interesting, or what are your thoughts on this? I'm actually curious about this. What are your thoughts on the fact that basically, they explain this. This girl's name is Harding. I'm just going to explain. This girl's name is Harding. This girl's name is Tash. They did explain that one of the interesting things that they've built in this game is that if you choose to not romance Harding,
she very well could end up dating Tash in the game. The way they word it make it sound like it's almost random, as in like the game, it fully depends on who you choose to play with and play as. Well, what do you think of that? I love this shit. I love this shit. It's basically a dating simulator. They understand me. I love it. I love it. Bro, half of my enjoyment of Baldur's Gate 3 was like going, ooh woo, ooh woo, Shadowheart loves me, ooh woo. That was half the fun. Thanks. They're fun, bro. They're so. I mean, like Skyrim goes in this crazy route where you can have a child in the moment of a day, which is so funny. But like, it's fun, and also you can make them do slave labor, which is like 10 out of 10 content. I just wish that the dating stuff in Skyrim was well done. Like, I find the mechanics around it very cool. But you know, a lot of it you have to headcanon. Like, I was dating a character, I had a child with that character, and I was just like, oh, we met like this, blah blah blah. It was just some random NPC. Like, it honestly, like, they had no actual input other than that. They were just a random NPC that I decided I was like, oh, okay, I'll marry them. But yeah. Anyway, I am very fucking excited. So sick. Serena as a companion in Skyrim. Do you know who she is? Yes, she's the big warrior girl in the Brotherhood. No. What are they called? The warriors in the town. Wait. Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm correct. They hunt down the werewolves, right? Oh no, no. I was under the assumption you were talking about the werewolf girl, and we hunt down the vampires. Yeah. I see. So, Mateo, can I just ask you a question? Do you also find Shadowheart attractive? No, because there was the werewolf people as well. She does look great. I do agree. Of course. Okay. I'm starting to notice a type, Mattel. Yennefer? Yennefer? Okay, do you know where my one started? Where my obsession started? Morrigan. Dragon Age Origins. I was sick. I was playing this game. I met her. I was like, I don't know what this is. I like this. This was like 2008, 2009. I like this. I would like... And then I started to realize, my tastes are getting more similar. Interesting. Peculiar. Do you have the legal... Do I need them? Do I need them? Sounds cringe, bro. Okay. We are gonna wrap up with some Nerdle. My voice is kind of leaving me right now. Legal papers just cringe as hell. Oh. Seven minus 6 equals 1. Oh. Good luck with the Nerdle. Thank you so much, PN. Thank you. Ah, easy. Hope it goes better than yesterday. We don't... Why the fuck do you mention that? I'll try and help this time. The fuck? The fuck? Yeah, answer this one. Okay, I'm gonna give you the first sub. 3 plus 3 times 4 equal 12. You answer this one. Give us one suggestion. Is this mean? We have a 1. We have a 3. The equal's gonna go here. That's your assistance. Bum, 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 bum. It's okay if you get it wrong. Don't worry, by the way. I will cry, though. I don't know how long I should wait for. I don't even know if they're... I don't even know... I like how you put it in brackets. Why in brackets? We're going to... Fine. Oh, wait. We don't have enough space for that. We don't have enough space. We'll go... 63 divided by 9. Wait. Oh, 7. Well, we know this isn't right. Let's go. Okay. So we know what the equal is. I'll give you like one. It's probably going to be a minus here. So 2-digit number minus single-digit number is probably what it's going to be. So it's probably going to be like a 1 something. Yeah, it's probably gonna be something like this. So but yeah. I'm just gonna let you try and solve it out, just because you know, it's gonna be it's good to have other people sort of get into the vibe. 16 minus 8 equal. Yeah, that's a good guess. I like that. Hey, okay, you were very close. So we know we have to use a 3. We know the 3 doesn't go here. That means the 3 has to go here. So what minus 8? So 11 minus 8 equals 3 is basically the answer. Good shit. Okay. Let's do a mini buy, sorry. All right. Let's do a mini buy. 3 times 4 equal 12. Let's look at the bottom one. Okay, it's gonna be plus. Oh, it could. Yeah, it's gonna be plus. 4 plus 7. Oh. Okay, it's gonna be 14. It's not 7. 8 plus 6. Shit. Huh? 9 plus 5. Fuck. Okay. Okay. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Oh, Mateo, you are delayed, bro. Holy shit. Let's do a classic. Your brain is... I wasn't even insulting you. I was saying about your internet. What the fuck is this? Fucking disrespect. In my neighborhood. Actually, it might be times 4. I'm gonna say 20 times 4. So 2 times 4 is 80. Oh. Okay. Oh. You were saying 20. Oh, yeah, I get you. 28, though, divided by 4 is 7. 7 minus 5 equals 2. Easy peasy. It's gonna be times in division. Well. Was it, though? Loser. Fuck you. Anyway, do an instant. Times. Probably gonna be. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like this. Buy me better internet. Bro, I swear to you, I pay for like really good internet speed. I do not get that good internet speed. It's peak on me. It's so fucking depressing. I spend so much money on good internet speed. And this fucking place barely gets it. Yeah. 24 times 7. 168? Oh my fucking god, that's disgusting. How the fuck? At least you now have water in your house. That is true. I should be grateful if anything else. That is true. Okay. Well, we know it's not divided entirely. It might be a 2-digit number divided by something. And then, like, I don't know, plus by something. You hate this. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Oh. Oh, wait. Why did I do that? Okay, it's not plus, so it has to be minus. It might be another divide, obviously, but I'm just going to assume it's going to be minus. Oh, 42? No. 35, yeah. The 42 divided... No, it's not going to be 42. 81 divided by 9? Where's the... Do you want me to still try it? We can. Oh. Okay, well, we know it's a minus. 7, 2, 4. Okay, no 1, no 1. Minus 1. Oh, wait. 27. No. 27 divided by 4 is 7. 7 minus 6? Wait. Oh, wait, I'm stupid, sorry. 27 divided by 4 is, yeah, that is 7. Wait. 27... 28 divided by 4. Oh, I'm so stupid. Shut up. 8 is divided by 4. Okay. 20... It might not be 20. 7 year... I'm gonna assume the answer is 7. You and you go back to school. Fuck you. Okay. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 6 minus 1, no. 49? It's not gonna be 49 divided by 7. And there's only one 4, by the way. Try at least, sure. Oh. Well, we know it's a minus 1 equal... 7 either goes here or here. I'm assuming it's going to go there. Oh, you think it's equal 4? I mean, it could still be divided by 4. Oh, yeah, it's not equal 4. It's not equal 4. So we know where the 4 goes. That means the 7... okay. 4 times... Oh, 4 times 3 is 12. Hello, Gavin. What is this? I don't care. Okay. No. The 4 would be here. It's gonna be equal 7. That's not how that works. If the... Okay, the answer is going to be equal 7. It's going to be a 4. It can be another 7 here. Like here, for instance. Okay, my brain is not braining much, but... Oh, wait. $32 divided by 4 is 8. 8 minus 1. Yep, that's it. We got it. Yeah, we were overcomplicating it. There we go. Pian's here like we're fucking idiots. Thanks, Pian. We appreciate it. We always appreciate the support. Okay, this one should be easier. Let's go 36. No. 63. No, 67 minus 34. Oh. Okay. It might be 40. We know there's a 7. 73. Yeah, the answer's gonna be 4. 70 minus 40. 76? No. It's gonna be like 6 here. Okay. It's gonna be like 9 minus 3. Fuck. 7 minus 3. 76? Oh, you're right, you're right. Oh. 76. 30. Oh, that would have to be 36. Oh, wait. I know what it is. Fuck. 76. The 6 is definitely going to be here. 76 minus 30... No, it's not 31. Minus 36. There we go. I don't know why that took me so long. Yeah, that makes sense. 6. Okay. 6 plus something. Six plus 7 times... No. I think it's gonna be like 6 times something. Six times like 7 is 42. Yeah, 42. 42 plus... we need something that gives us a little higher. Let's say 42 plus, it's probably gonna, yeah, 42 plus 7. No, no, oh, wait, I know what it's gonna be. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 7 is... It's not correct. It needs to be a 5. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1. 6 times 8. We know for a fact that the 8 can't be there. Yeah. It would work though. It would work though, but just that's the reason. There's no 3 either. Yeah. I know there's no 3. That's the problem. 6 times. Oh wait. Nah, fuck. 6 times. It could be 6 times something again. Maybe it's like times 1. Nah. Seven times 7. That would make sense. Okay, wait. That's 49 plus 6. Yes. It's still not correct. Oh, wait. There we go. Good shit. We got it right. Well done. 23 plus 45 equals 68. Alright. Let's focus on this top one, and then we'll do the... Oh, wait. Actually, which one do you want to focus on? We have a plus. We know for a fact there's a plus here, and we know that this is equal here. Third one, yeah, same. Well done, guys. Let's go plus here. Times, maybe? Oh, wait. Like, 6 times 4 is 24. 24 plus... Oh, wait. I'm gonna... I want to try something. 6 times 4 minus 1 equals 23. Shit. 6 times... I'm so stupid. I didn't realize the plus. My bad. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. There we go. We have more here. Yeah, let's focus on this. 6. 3-digit number. No, choose another one. Okay. These ones are... Fuck. Okay, that's another 3-digit. This is a single digit. Oh, this one's plus and minus. Oh, wait. It's gonna be something like this. 6 minus 2-digit number plus... Oh, it doesn't start with 6. Ah, yeah, you're right. Okay, never mind me. Let's go like... 16 minus... Hmm. $10 minus 32 minus. There isn't enough space for that. I see where you're going with it, but there isn't enough space, unfortunately. 16 minus 9 plus 1 equals 8. My one problem with this, there's no 3 here. Pian's going through it. I'm sorry, Pian. Let's assume it's 13 minus 6. 13 minus 6 is 7. 7 plus 1. Shit. Oh, wait. We mostly got it. It's literally just swapped. There we go. Okay, we know for a fact this is also a 3-digit number. This is also a 3-digit number. Oh, and we also have a 1. 1, 2. Okay, 6 times... No. Okay. Great job. Yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well. Okay, 120... Yeah. Huh? Okay, 60 times 2 is 120. 120. 2 times 1. 2 times 0. There we go. Hey! Okay. This is gonna be a higher number. This is a higher number. Oh, wait. We have a 60 here. $80 times 2, no. This is tough. 9 times 90, maybe? No. 160. 208. Okay. Oh, fuck. I thought it was gonna be 6 times 60, which would be 360. Why am I like that? Okay, one sec. I'm just gonna do... That should fix that. 80 times 7. Yeah, you got it. Well done, fellas. Well done. Cross Nurdle. And then we'll do targets, and then Simply and Arrangel. (24 minus 7 is 17, minus 2 is 15. Okay. Something minus 1. Okay. That could be anything, really. Shit. 8 minus 81. I hate that. 85 plus 5 is 90. Okay. That could be 1 plus 8. That could be anything. Something minus 1. 2 plus... Wait. 2 plus 91 is 93. Nine minus 1 minus 2. Ah, okay, we have the same mind. 79 minus 2. Oh, 79 minus 20. 1. Yeah, 58. 6, something with this. $79 minus 21 equals, yeah, okay. 60 divided by 5 minus 5 for that one. 60. Fuck me, bro. 60 divided by 5. Okay. 8 divided by 8 is 1. It's tough. 1 plus 20. 20. Okay, no, it's gonna be 6 minus 21. What the fuck? Oh my god. Good shit. Yeah, I was struggling with that. Alright. Final nerdle one. And then one. 10 times 2 plus 9 minus 7 minus 1. Oh, wait. Plus 1. There we go. 33. 12 plus 11. Plus... Oh, wait. 60 divided by 2. 60 plus 12. 72. Plus 11. 71. There we go. Easy. 11 times 3. Oh, wait. Fuck. 11. I don't know why. Times 5. There we go. Easy. 80 divided by 5. Simples. 80 times 2. 160 plus 11 times 5. 195. Oh. Ah, fuck. 2 times 80 plus 7. Okay. Plus 11. Plus 6. Good shit. Okay. 5 times 2 plus 1. 60 plus 12. 60 times 180. Wait, hold on. 132 plus 60, 192 plus 2 plus 1. Good shit. 60 times 6 plus 11 plus 2. Good shit. Alright, we did it. Now let's do a sun plate, and then we'll do a Rangel. GG. Alright. Ooh. Okay, that's out of question. 6 plus 3. Or 6 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. 8. 7. No. 5 plus 3. Okay. Yeah. GG, guys. Cross the first, the 2 first row, yeah. Wait, 6 first to last row. Why? Okay. 5. Wait. 6. Oh, wait. There we go. Easy peasy. I mean, it could be another 6, yeah. It could be this 6. That's 11. 11 plus... Okay. No, that's right. This one. That's what I was saying. 3 plus... Okay. First to last row is a confusing way to say fourth row. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 3. 6 plus 4. Easy. Easy. I fucked up. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. There we go. Whew. I fixed it. Right, let's do one more simply and then we'll do a Ranger. Okay. 6 is out of the question. 3 plus 2. Okay. Or 5. Fuck you. Alright. 5. 2 plus 3 or 5. 9 first row. I mean, it could be also 6 plus 6 plus 3. Um, 9 is 5 plus 4. Or it could be 3 plus 2 plus 4. Okay. So we know the 4 is guaranteed. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. And then it's one of these. Okay. 6 plus 8 plus 2. 6. No, I think that's wrong. I think you're wrong. Seven plus 8. Wait. 7 plus 8 would give us 15. That's wrong. 7 plus 6 would give us 13. Plus 3. That's correct. Right. We got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. 7. Yep. We got that. We got that. Easy. Bang. Alright. Let's do a Ranger. Do another one, I beg you. Sure. Alright, one more. 0. Okay, we know it's a 1. 5 and 9. 8, 6, 1. 2, first row. Yep. 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 4 plus 5. Yep. 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 That's 21. Yep. Do you want to do another one? That was surprisingly easy. Yeah, well, that was easy. Alright, I'm just gonna shop now. I'm just gonna let you do it so that you feel better. Okay. Cycle the vibe first row. Yeah, no, but these were wrong. I know! But you got the 5. That's why I was removing them. The fuck? If this is here, these have to be removed. You didn't see the 5. Can I click it? Can I click it? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. This music sums up how I feel. Alright. Let's go. Let's do a range roll. 501. Too low. 710. 723 show. Too low. 789. I guess I'm just the fucking goat, bro. What the fuck? 785 was also a good one. Alright. Well, we always like to start with 5012, and then we'll move on with that. Too low. So anything above 5012, let's clap, clap, clap. 7 2 3 0 2 3 4. Oh, too low. Okay, we need to go even higher. Let's go 9. 9 9 3 9 5 6 0. Too low. 9 8 7 6. Too low. 9 9 8. Oh my god. The fuck is this? 9 9 8 7. I don't like this. This was bad. I don't like this. 9934. We can't use the 3-4 because of these numbers. There's a 3 here. There's a 4 here. It's too open. 9958. Fuck. That's. Bro, I don't like this. I don't like this. It's too open. It's too open. 9958 is a good guess. Don't get me wrong, but it's too open. That's my concern. Should I put this in the? Should we try it here? Let's go. Wow, we did so well. Shh. 50123. Too high. 3. Fuck, too low. 3. Let's go 3-7. Okay. Too high. 3 5 7 I don't know. Let's go 1. Fuck! Too high, too high. 3 4 No, it has to be 3-4. 3-4. 1-2. 5-5. I don't. 3-4-8. 5-6. Three, 5-5. 2. Okay. 3. Wait, what? Wait. Where's this coming from? It's a 2. Okay, 3, 2. How am I fucking everything up? 3, 2. No 1, no 2. It could be 3. 3, 2, 3, 5, 2. Wow, we got it. Wow. Bro, this game is so fucking hard. But yeah, guys, this is where I'm going to wrap up stream. And I'm going to wrap it up in a way that I think we all appreciate. I'm a hungry little boy. Let's wrap up. Little groove. I'll end it tomorrow with that. It was fun actually trying to help though. Math is fun.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel.
Guys, thank you all so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much to Mateo. Thank you so much to PN. Thank you to Guts early on. Thank you to Raphael early on. Thank you guys all so much. I know you can't hear me much, but you know, whatever. Thank you. Big love. I always appreciate it, guys. Thank you. The frog says bye. Alright guys, take care and I'll see you later. See you, man. See you, PN. See you, Mateo. See you guys. Bye bye. Oh wait, I can't leave until...
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy.
Alright, that's enough. Bye.
But